Brooklyn into Lego City. I will thank you very much. Oh, that's weird. Oh, the browser scene's not updated when I'm not. Oh, interesting. Good to know for the chat. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome. Wow, wait, I never loaded into Arknights? That's crazy. Anyway, welcome. I know I'm not moving. Give me 1 second. There we go. Hello. Yes, I did put off the stream by like, hold on. Turn up my audio, my monitoring audio. Yeah, there we go. I did put out the stream by like 30 minutes. I wanted to just sit down with my food and eat, and then I got a work text, and it was like, hey buddy, why are you messaging me at like 6 p.m.? Why aren't you off work? But anyway, hello. Oh, okay. What are we doing today? That's right, it's Mansfield Break time. It's the man of the honor himself, and I just realized desktop audio is muted. There we go. That's not what you wanted. That's what you want. How are we doing today? Time to take a break from men's. Teku has fallen into the river in Yan. Hey! Okay, I should probably turn down my audio on my end so that I'm not gonna lose sanity from excessive audio playing. Holy shit, why is my... Build a rice field. I'm not exactly sure you can build a rice field, all things considered.
I'm Vanilla, trainee operator from Blacksteel.
Why? Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me restart my voice meter on my end, because that was way delayed. Okay. There we go. That's the sound the box should be making. Let's see, we got Myrtle.
Call me Myrtle. Myrtle of Durham.
We're gonna do our usual pre-checks. I have to check on my deployments because I've gotten really shit like tags. I don't think I've gotten a single guaranteed 5-star in like 2 weeks. No, that's not true. That's not true, because I did get one from Lucent right before we pulled Lucent Arrowhead, I guess. But that's besides the point. It feels like it's forever since I've gotten an actual tag. So, right, what in here is good? If I do DPS and I do ranged? None of these. All right, refresh. DP recovery, or, all right, you know what? Whatever. I just want a top operator tag, man. We'll just settle. Yeah, supporter, whatever. Maybe we'll get lucky. In the meantime, we have one dupe. Oh, it's the Shaw dupe. He now has -10. TO is a myth. I have gotten one TO. That's how we got Phantom, but I haven't gotten another TO since. Which is a shame. She. I forget, okay? I forget. I am allowed to forgore.
You want something to drink, Doctor?
Office gets Ethan.
Nice room you got here.
Eventually I'm gonna have to start E1ing people. Oh right, the base needs to be addressed. Why is it always Caper?
Hi, did you? just messing with you. I ain't got no luggage.
How many times have we logged into the base and it's always been Caper? Just going like, Doxa, you didn't hide my luggage. It's like, no. How many times are you gonna keep asking? She's the only visitor in my reception? There's no way. There's no way she's the only visitor in my reception room. No, I have so many people in my reception room. I've got a Virtuosa, I've got a 12F. Oh, that's probably mine, actually. But I've got a Virtuosa, I have a cult sit. I have...
耳触んないで、ドクター。
whoever you are, I have a Chongyue. Utterly baffling how she's the only one that keeps appearing. Luo Xiaohe. Luo Xiaohe was a collab as well. Oh, interesting. 4-star Lord. Anyway, nothing credit store. Nothing worth. Okay, so today we're doing Mansfield Break. If we end up finishing Mansfield Break today, we will then move on to what's it called? We'll move on to a Walk in Dust. Otherwise, we're just gonna do Mansfield Break for the first 2 days, and we'll consider a Walk in Dust story time, or the actual story. So we'll do that on Thursday as well. Wait, am I streaming Thursday? What's my schedule? Hold on. Hold on. I forgot. Let me open up my Twitter. Oh, no, I'm not. If I do a Walk in Dust this stream, I'm not gonna sleep. Yeah. Anyway. Years ago, Anthony Simon was incarcerated in Mansfield State Prison. All the while, he was plotting to escape and uncover the truth. Little did he know, a plot targeting him was unfolding at the same time. Silence, who coincidentally discovered Anthony's existence. Saria, who had already taken action. Mulsis, whose intentions remain uncertain, as well as Hydabro, and the director of energy behind them. Perhaps a late night talk in the bar will shed some light on the truth behind this conspiracy, and lift a corner of the veil of the secrecy covering Rhine Lab. Rhine Lab. MB1. Escape plan. Part of the reason I'm doing this is because Mountains module requires me to complete something in Mansfield Break, so it only makes sense that I do this. Yeah, I think we're fine. We're bringing level 1 Ella because funny trust. Oh, it's the same bar. This should be the place, right? No doubt about it. Neat. Just gotta check. Silence? She really wanted to meet you here? Hello, Nokora. This looks like a real-ass bar. In pretty lively shape. A real-ass bar? As opposed to what? But nobody's home. True, the liquor is all laid out very tidily, with an orderly ambience to match. Pretty bizarre. Should we head back, maybe? Not long till we gotta get going. No, whoever invited us knows about Anthony's jailbreak, and that he's with us, on top of... We'll be heading off tonight. Let me check over the miscellanies one more time. A message? I don't remember anyone in this city having my contact info. Wait, is this an internal band? Miss Silence. Who are you? No one important. What's important is that I know you have Anthony, and you're the one who broke him out. I don't know what you're talking about. No need to panic. Even if I can't prove it, you can rest assured that I'm no bad actor. Otherwise, I wouldn't go to the trouble of establishing contact with you on an inside wire. State your intentions. All I want is to invite you and Mayor the engineer out for a chat. I'll take that as a yes. Now, the address is 411 White House, American White House Boulevard. What the fuck is she playing? Is that? 1600 Pennsylvania. On top of the fact that she sounded absolutely vile. Hearing that as soon as I come in hurts me a little, you know. Who's it? Oh my god, she literally said, who's it? Oh. Hiya. I reserved the entire bar. It's just the three of us. It's just us three all alone here. I really wanted to chit chat with you in a normal bar, but in the end, this isn't something we can just let anyone hear. So sorries. Alright, let's all introduce ourselves. I'm the director of Ecological, Mulsis. Or Muelsis. Mulsis? Muel? I remember you. Wowie, you know me. I'm blessed. My mentor once mentioned you. Alright, your turn now. Do you need to ask? Hey, Wrench. Small brother. Ah, there's a ritual to these things. Oh, it's the billboard. The billboard of operator relations. Alright, let me turn this up now. There we go. Alright, I turned it up so that we have more music. Otherwise it just sounds weird. So if I set it to like 80. Hydrate. Brother. Oh, hold on. Let me reconnect VTS React. There we go. Structural. Silence. Engineering. Lutra Workshop. Meyer. I hear you're all with an organization called Rhodes Island now. Well, I guess we're ending the bloodline today. How'd you get mixed up in this then? None of your business. Don't tell me you were behind all this. Oh wait, what? Kehehe? Who the fuck says kehehe? I don't know. What do you think? No, likely not. Ooh, you sure about that? If you could find us yourself, there's no reason you wouldn't know that Anthony has long since left Columbia. If you were the hand behind the curtain, a priori, there's absolutely no reason to seek us out. All of you saying kehehe in chat are lying. You do not normally say kehehe. True. If I'm the hidey hand, I should be running around headless right now looking for Anthony, huh? But something tells me they won't lie down and take it, you know? Your bodyguards have any idea how tough they are? Don't worry yourself. You sure, eh? Worry I won't then. Silence. Timeout. If she's not behind this, then she's... It's not clear to me yet either. But you're linked to this case, and you want something out of us here. That's why you were Dr. Parvis's star pupil over in Structural. You're a real smarty. I love chatting it up with people like you. You honestly do, though? I doubt that. I'm holding X to doubt. Don't change the subject, Dr. Milsis. Anthony left Columbia. His assassination has failed. Meyer and I are ordinary people who just so happen to have come to Columbia. What is it you could want from us, all told? Aw, relax a little. I'm ordinary too, just a researcher here. I pose no imminent threat to you. The booze in this bar is 4-star, at least. Want to sit down and chat over some drinks? Hey, do you think we can, Silence? Oh, fine. I've got things I want to know too. Sweet, let me take a look at them. I want this one. Oh, you've got a sharp eye. I like the Riesling a lot. Not too high proof, but the aroma can strong arm you. Your accent causes your stifled letters sound. Really? Interesting. Huh? I'm not actually that good with alcohol. Then let me recommend a fruit wine. Very low alcohol content, a very friendly flavor. Really? I'll give it a shot then. Goody. What about you, Miss Silence? Plain hot water will be fine. Ah, you come to a place like this and don't even want to try anything more fun? I'm not interested. Fine, fine. Hot water. Alright, ladies, have a seat. Thank you. Whoa, this is actually really tasty. Glad you like it. Can we get to the topic at hand? We can. Down to business then. The way I see it, we both have questions, so we may as well trade answers. Of course, some questions will be off limits, but let's agree not to play any boring little word games, shall we? And in the interest of demonstrating my goodwill, I'll give you one free question before we start. Ask away. How did you find us? That's a pretty trivial first question. You sure? I thought you'd ask something more straight to the point. Please answer the question, Director Mulsis. Alright. Whether you believe me and Hyde Bros. Hyde Bros? Hyde Bros. Who the fuck calls their team Hyde Bros? Hyde Bros strike team have nothing to do with each other. Hyde Bro. They're the company who moved against Anthony in this, right? Hydro homies. Righty, you've got some history with them. Probably don't need too much introduction. What's Mountain? Hydro, former building materials juggernaut in Bunker Hill City, once clashed head-to-head with the up-and-coming Simon Co. Eep, they were up-and-coming back then? Yes, Simon Co. originally was in the logistics business. By all accounts, the call was made to move into building supplies at a board meeting. The company was named after the family, and half of its top-floor employees were related to the CEO, Smith Simon, including the person at the heart of this affair, Anthony Simon, his one and only son. The short story is, whether it was over or under the table, the two companies fought it out, and they fought hard, to the point of blood, some rumors even say. And in the end, one can say Simon Co. lost. Ever since, Hydebro has enjoyed a very real monopoly on construction supply commerce in not just Bunker Hill, but surrounding cities as well. All correct, gold star for you. Oh, that was Silence talking shit. Oh well. Ultimately, you all come together in Ironforge City and shook them off. P.S. I've gotta say, you did a beautiful job. But we didn't shake you off. Ah, too true. I see you're not denying you're in league with them. I feel like you've got your guess, honestly speaking. But I can tell you, I borrowed their communication channels for sure. Not like there's room to breathe. If I didn't do this, I'd probably end up the biggest loser out of this whole thing. So I think we can get into drilling each other now. One asks, the other answers. You start. No, let's have you start, Director Milsus. Ooh, can I? I want to know what your game is here. Alright, what I want to know is... Oh, what the fuck? Yo, why does he look like this when he's looking up? It looks like they try to make him like human initially. Like with how the mouth is right here. They want us to like humanize him a little bit. Miss Silence, how did your helper get in touch with Anthony and aid him in a successful jailbreak while in prison? I want a grasp on how that went down. That's all in the past. What do you want to know about it? Because I don't get how this jailbreak all happened at all. The only parts I understand are the beginning. Hydebro initiated this assassination plot they've been brewing forever against Anthony Simon, the last of the Simons, who was locked up in Mansfield State Prison. And then the very end, when Anthony led a group that successfully escaped Mansfield, and then met up with you two and made it out of Columbia. As for everything in between, well, I had a chance to find out, but that's slipped away by now. Very sad about that. So I want to hear from you. Just what happened? This is not fair at all. Relax, I'm not trying to get the whole thing in a single question. You can toss out your own questions when you see fit, and I'll do my bestest to answer. Of course, I might have other questions too, but probably not that many. Okay, being serious, we are only doing this. I ask, you ask, because we still don't know each other that well. Who can say if we become friends, we'll let all the beans spill. I do not intend to become your friend, and this is gonna take an awful amount of time. Aren't you just ordinary people in Colombia right now? You're not in any sort of rush, are you? Of course, you're free to turn tail and leave, but first thing, I have no way to guarantee you'll actually make it out. Second thing, I have no idea how much you really know, but this is probably your one and only chance to pry intel out of me, Ecological Director Milsis. You really want to let that go? You're threatening me. I'm giving you the option that's least likely to get you hurt, Researcher Silence. Fine. I see you want to know, no matter what, and we're in no rush at all. Hey, I know this story. Can I just be drawing up some plans on the side here? Go for it. Dude, Meyer does not give a fuck. Meyer's just like, hey, can I just drink? Can I just drink and draw? Kafka, was that your assistant's name? Yes. Don't think I ever saw her name in any list of staff to do with you. She isn't a Rhyme Lab employee anymore. Rhyme Lab would never hire her, and her interest in scientific research is roughly zero. Ah, so how do you know each other? Coincidentally. But that's another story. All you need to know is she's a friend of mine. Hello, Thiago. She is the one who helped me gather all my intel on the Simon family. Ooh, she sounds like a real doer to me. And very loyal. Not many people would become a criminal to get thrown in prison for the sake of a friend, wouldn't they? I remunerated her appropriately. 500 LMD. And she had her own goal in being imprisoned. Her own goal? According to her, she always wanted to experience true prison life, just once. From her angle, my request must have seemed like I was paying her for it. What an oddball she is. Undoubtedly, I can't comprehend her sort of mentality, to say the least. She sought a carpenter named Mina to pose as staff when entering the prison, and she got sent in herself as a convict. Is Mina that one Liberi on your team? She is. From the sound of it, she was a total third party. Why'd you yank her into this? I'm not too sure either. All Kafka said was that Mina once had Anthony's aid, and so we would be willing to go inside to help him. The long and short of it is, she accepted my request, and entered Mansfield State Prison. Ow, what? Oh, it's Kafka. Royal Flush! Ah, staying on top. Damn it, lost again. Hey Kafka, you're not cheating, are you? Ain't anyone else's fault you're bad. See? Both Kafka's hands empty. How's she gonna cheat? Yeah, exactly. Not my business you hold your card so crappy I can see 'em. But who'da thunk it? First I saw you as some weedy little brat. My shame, you're better than I thought. And you got my word from my mama. You're a real friend, fair and square. Hey, how many times I gotta tell you? I'm already all grown up. Truth, I ought to be calling you a lady. Ooh-wee, Kafka, ma'am. Hey, you lot, break time's open. What the fuck is this design? Oh, that's it. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so that's his weapon. That's his baton. Nope, still, what the fuck is this design? What is this? What is this helmet? What are these attachments? Back to work. Anyone slacking, you can kiss goodbye to your dinner. Yeah, whatever. You're just some jailer. Who made you king? What'd you say? Speak up. I said I need a toilet. Normal looking helmet? You shut your mouth. Hold it in. These jailers really have a bad attitude. Hey Kafka, seeing as you can get a thing or two, I'll give you some advice. Don't know where you muddle on outside, but in Mansfield, I'd say you'd better keep your tail between your legs, figuratively speaking. Yeah, literally. Armor designer. Guess we're doing triangles now. We're looking. I'm not wearing a helmet, and my mask still is like proportioned to like the regular human like face. So you leave it alone. Why is that? You know well as me, this is a nomadic prison we're in. Times are it visits cities for supplies, maybe takes on a few new inmates, otherwise it roams around the wilderness, nobody gives a hoot. So in here, 2 and 2 can make fish. Only law is the jailer's law. I hate that. I hate that expression. Because I know exactly what they mean by it. But also, that's such a lazy way to draw a fish. We just flip 2 and 2. I guess so. Hey, sort of brat side though. Outside, it's just us infected who don't get treated human. Once you're in here, you ain't treated human whoever you are. Bastards in A-Zone don't live any better than we do. I think of that and I feel It's okay, because everyone is suffering, right? Yup, that'd do it. A-Zone. Alright, you're fresh. People what ain't that people what ain't infected. Yeah, people that ain't infected get sales in A-Zone, and us infected get in B-Zone. That's how we know them by anyway. A-Zone, B-Zone. Oh. Can't help but say, Kafka, you came in just the right time. Uh-huh. Today's the big event. You're in luck making it. What's the event? You'll know damn soon. Sure. Speaking of, what's that room over there for? Looks like a factory line to me. Why is it all split off from our side? No one in there either. Where'd you mean? Oh, that's C-Zone's special assembly line. C-Zone? They're the ones living in that tower dead center of the place. That's what we call C-Zone. Scar's few there, but they've all made their major misses. They'll pretty much be serving all their lives. They gotta work too, but it ain't gonna be with us. That's where they do it. Oh, anyone in there called Anthony? Anthony? What's up, you know him? I wouldn't say we know each other, just heard he was in here too. Where else he gonna be? Hey, zip it, you about ready? It's starting. Damn, took long enough. What's happening? What's happening? Kafka, what the fuck? Literally, what's happening? What's happening? It sounds like the like rock moving sound, like, you know, the thing where they like move like like a thwomp in place. Why do you all look like you're getting together? Kafka, you're new here. Don't try anything today. Save you getting hurt. Just grab some kind of something and hide. Here's a front row ticket to Mansfield big regular fixture. Gang fighting. That's your regular fixture? Oh, this is an operation. I forgot about that. Oh, what the fuck?
Good scenery here, Doctor.
これ以上は進ませません。
Ooh, gather around me, guys.
ええ、まとめてかかってきやがれ。
When chaos abounds,
Stellaron
tugging a single
Hunters?
thread can pull the entire.
Go, Mountain, go! And behold, for my final lane holder, Mudrock. Okay, that is a little loud for the audio. Let me bring it back down to like 60, yeah. And now I just start assigning mages. Mages, casters, close enough.
Oh, can't twist my ankle now. Gotcha.
And now we wait. Anyway, how are we all doing today? I hope we're doing A-okay. Okay, that's still a little loud on my end. We're going back down to 50. I prefer having it softer. Yeah, there's literally 15 units. I feel like that was a little overkill. I probably did not need to assign multiple E2 units. Get your ass on the ground. Okay, I will admit, I was not intending to go for the southern accent, but they're really not helping when the B-Zone prisoners are literally saying, get your... Apparently not dead, better than yesterday. That's good. Yeah, sleaze. I wonder if the A-Zones have like a specific dialect writing. Wait, whoa, what even happened? Why are we duking it out now? Thought I told you to go hide, Kafka. What are you over here for? Oh god, I'm fine. Just tell me what's going on and make it slick. Ha, just take a look. Infected and non-infected don't see eye to eye most times, hey? So we split into two sides and brawl. I mean, yeah, that happens for sure, but the jailers don't care? Well, I want you to look at them careful. So it's lower than... Yeah, I really should. Sound effect volume is way lower. Well, it should be lowered. Sure do love a good inmate fight. Yeah, I'm not crazy. What the fu- are these feathers? Are you bird people beneath your helmets? We hit the jackpot with today's shift. Right you are. This is the moment. The only joy working in this hellhole. Get their asses, A-zoners. I'm watching you. You see that? They're living up like there's no one else here. Plus, the side that wins gets slightly better eats in for the next while. This is all their fun? What's stopping us from just not fighting? Not fighting? Kafka, you know how I got slammed up? Took the scruff of everyone who looked down on me and I socked them. Hey Kafka, I reckon all the places in the goddamn world, this is the only one where you can bust non-infected jaws and the fuzz can't be asked to slap you on the wrist. Beat someone to death, you get locked in for a while. Besides, if you're really gonna die, you're gonna die. Who's scared of that in prison? I'm done, you get it. I'm gonna go back and make hay. You find somewhere and stay low. Dude, he really likes violence, huh? Yourself. You're looking down on Kafka, you know? But man, I guess the infected and non-infected still live the same old clash in here. Not just living it, even. Idea's gone mutant. Super mutant. I've seen a thing or two outside, but I gotta admit, if this ain't a first for me, if Silence was watching this, she'd be sick to the bone. But sorry, Silence, because I'm different. Messier the sitch is, the more I like it. You fight your thing, and I'll go see what my pies I can't get my fingers in. That gets me ready for the next bit. Yeesh. Who sneaked their leftovers out for a box lunch? Yeah. Why is there a sock here? What the fuck? Is she rummaging around people's shit and she's like finding a sock? I guess that's what you get in real prison. Y'all do what you're meant to, huh? Not finding anything I could really use though. But drop dead, dirtbag. Drop dead yourself. Ooh, they're going at it. And the long timers here don't play fair either. They've been making all sorts of weapon on the down low. Come on, get madder, then drop something for... Is she corpse looting? Then drop something for me. I got a stray one here. Aw, nerds. Nerds? Who the fuck? That girl's in trouble. Maybe I gotta go help. Explosions? Oops, she was hiding on something up her sleeve. Looks like. Interesting, interesting. Oh yeah, that's what I expect from a warden. What's going on here? Superintendent Barton, sir. The prisoners are fighting. And you're just standing here watching? You ain't stopping them? Oh, Superintendent, time's up? I don't give a hoot which way the time is. It's our duty as jailers to manage the prisoners. Yes, sir. Hey, you lot. Superintendent says it's time to quit it. Colombian slang. Colombian slang? Wait. But isn't Colombia in this world just America? So it'd be like American slang? Be like Southern slang? Colombian dialect. Ugh. I said it before and I'll say it again. This is a prison, not your concerned battlefield. Y'all should be working proper, acting proper. Only way your moms, pops, and buds out there will see you a day sooner, you hear me? I'm telling you this for your own good. Here we go again. Wow, there's a couple marks on you. You alright? Right as rain, scratches. And I got to smash in a few A-zone dirtbags for the trouble. Fine deal to me. And it winds down like this every time? You mean Barton? Yeah, more or less. He's the jailer's super. Always shows up at times like these, puts on the vaudeville and hits the brakes. Then says some meaningful crap. Especially moments like now when the place is stopped over at a city, the warden's gone and he acts like he's the lord of the prison. dropped on his head as a kid. But it ain't every time this happens, I'll tell you that. Plenty of times it don't stop for nothing. I'd say most of the time, actually. Not that often it's over when over says, like today. But when it just won't end, you'll see Barton calling his safety. His what? Yep, there he is. Oh. I thought, wait, is Mountain not a prisoner? Anthony. Wait. Mountain's name is Anthony? Oh. That is very disappointing, actually. Looks like you really do know him. I mean, I've only seen him all dressed up before. You ought to learn from Mr. Anthony's example here. He might be a prisoner, but he esteems rationality, and he does not make his first resort violence. In his downtime, he likes to read, write, listen to records. Mighty fine boy. Blech. You don't like Anthony? No, don't get me wrong, Kafka. Ain't no one in this prison who'd cross Anthony. Usually, he's just like Barton said, good to other folks, but we all know he's the biggest, mustiest goddamn shot in this place. They say when he came into prison, first thing he did was go beat every last guy in C-Zone into line. Damn right, everyone else from C-Zone barely gets to meet us, but he's the real thing, as well as a bell. A-Zone or B-Zone, everyone falls in with him. Yeah, I'm just barfing having to look at Barton. Listen to him. You think he's praising Anthony right now? He's mocking him. Anthony's the only guy he can't lift his head against, but he needs Anthony to wrangle us, so this is the only way he can do it. We are Mansfield State Prison. State Prison. We are a pilot penitentiary with special approval from the capital. We will serve as a shining example to the other states. Oh yeah, this sounds like a fucking Texas prison. We're a crowd of convicts. Example, your face. In short, I hope you can now reflect on yourselves. Reflect for my sake. Let's go, Anthony. You got an hour hitting the books today. So usually you don't even see Anthony? Usually, I guess. Timetabling for serious offenders is out of step with ours, and most of the time they're just staying in the C-Zone tower. Well, you want to see him? Mayhaps I do. I want to talk about something with him. Obviously, not something the jailers can know about. Don't worry, I get you. If you want to have a little heart-to-heart with him, it's not like you don't have a shot.
We may have achieved a perfect victory, but we
Alright,
still
let me go
can't
edit
let
my
that
audio
down.
settings, because this is a little loud. Oh, go
警
back.
戒を怠らないでください、ドクター。
So like 25 and like 35. There we go. And now the music at a reasonable like level. Now the sound effects are a little low. Let's do like 30-30. Yeah, that'll be good enough.
ドクター、この後の予定はありますか？
Okay, yeah, that's good. That way I can speak over Mountain and not have him be terrible.
大した用はありません。
MBTR1. Oh my god, he's still going.
たまにはそれらをさらけ出したくもなるものです。
Mountain, I beg. Stop yapping. One of the most important rules for surviving in prison. Get used to those shackles around your body. Imprisonment device. Imprisons freed enemies within its effect area.
Leave it to us.
Alright, what is this? Prisoners have shackles that limit their ability to fight. A white light indicates the shackles are active, greatly reducing enemy combat effectiveness. When the enemy attacks during the imprisoned state, it consumes the power of the shackles. Oh, these shackles, okay. The shackles flash orange to warn that the shackles are about to fall. This means the enemy will be freed on its next attack. When the shackles are disabled, free enemies have a significantly higher attack speed and attack. Some enemies will even unlock special abilities. Wow, Fang is not having a great time there. Is there a way to reactivate the shackles? The only effective way is to use these skill. Lock them up. Consumes 5 DP to immediately stun all targets within range for 2 seconds and imprison them. Will not reset the attack count of imprisoned enemies. Interesting. Oh. Ignore what just happened. I was reading, and as a result of me reading, Fang died. I do not know how I managed to fail that.
In position.
That's embarrassing. So now it's blinking. And now they have increased attack. Reactivate. Activate. There we go.
Follow me.
Now you're imprisoned once again. And then Fang lives. Whoopsies. Yeah, I don't know how I managed to fail that. Oh, silences healer. Prisoners will prioritize attacking the imprisonment device. Watch out.
Initiation.
Oh, you're also a healer. Oh, you're Tylopsis. Tylopsis. How did the watch mojo? Oh, tea applesauce. That's right.
No abnormality detected. Support incoming. Everyone, follow me.
Keep the enemy imprisoned and bring the pain. You are not allowed to escape today. Oh.
Too slow.
Oh, Ifrit. Ifrit tile time.
hurt?
Lovely.
I bet it does.
Loading complete.
It's my turn.
Sorry, though.
It's not an option.
Oh, that looks cool.
Everyone, follow me.
I'm surprised there's an Ifrit here, honestly. Alright. We did not fail the tutorial. Ignore anything that occurred. The reasons why one ends up taking risks are often very simple. Alright, this imprisonment device. Ifrit was grounded. The whole damn cavalry, yeah. Let's see. I've got... This is high ground? That is high ground. I've got 2 lanes to hold. Do I just hold right here? And then... just have them in prison constantly? Yeah, that'd work. It's also level 40. I could just toss any of my E1 units. Alrighty, let's continue. The infected and non-infected stand equal in prison. Now, isn't that the picture of irony? You can't call that equal. You're right. If we had to suffer inhumanity to reach equality, then that's probably an equal we shouldn't want. Can we change the subject? I wasn't planning on continuing this one. Chat about this stuff from a hall lofty high up high and you'll sleep terrible at night. Alright, Kafka went inside 4.5 months ago? The break happened 4 months ago, right, while Mansfield State Prison was stopped over at San Sophie City. Correct. Of course, any earlier, and we'd have to go a year back. After all, as a nomadic prison, it only visits cities on the peripheries once every few months to restock and take in new inmates. The rest of the time, it's stopped in the middle of the Barrens. 4 months to plot a jailbreak. Can't say that's short, but can't say that's long either. Wait, that actually gives me a question. By the rules you gave, it should be my turn to ask. Right, yeah, go ahead then. Before that, Meyer, could I ask you to make something for us to eat? Huh? Yeah, sure. But I don't know if I can use the kitchen in here, so... You can use it. Though I thought this chat'd probably take ages, so I actually prepped a whole bunch of ingredients. Can you cook, Miss Meyer? Sure, I can cook. I'm a solo workshop. If I couldn't make grub, I would have starved to death before I ever go. I mean, Rhine Lab and Rhodes Island both have cafeterias, but sometimes it's just a pain in the ass to walk over, you know? You keep talking. I'll make you some eats. I'll make you some eats? Who the fuck? Make sure you examine those ingredients, right? I don't want to get accused of fiddling with your food here. Hey, yup. Off she goes. You're so hospitable. Dude, I cannot read that and like with a straight face. Fucking fucking yeah, I was like I told you, I came to chat with you. Can't dodge me. Why'd you get Meyer out of the picture? Because I still haven't told her that energy are behind Hydebro. What? Oh, energy. Wait, don't tell me you didn't plot this together. No, I wouldn't tell her in the first place. She only came with me to procure equipment. So that's how it is. I see. Because energy and engineering walk pretty close. You wouldn't want to sour her outlook. But given she wasn't your partner in crime, would you run that much risk telling her? I don't need you to remind me. Set it aside. What I want to know is, during all this, what was Energy's position like? Like the Benton alien? They were backing Hydebro, but had nothing to do with the business itself. It was Hydebro who tapped Energy's resources to cook up their assassination plot. Alrighty then. Alright, my turn to ask then. As far as I know, Anthony's accomplices in the jailbreak included the prison's original mortician, Miss Doma, but also a woman by the name of Robin. What bugs me about this is, by my intel, Robin should have been one of the assassins sent to take Anthony out. But going by your version of the events, you seem to have just one helper, and that's Miss Kafka. Could it be Robin wasn't your doing? It appears you have no idea how the jailbreak went, Director Mulsis. I said that already. On top of that, you've gotten one thing wrong. I had no immediate knowledge that this assassination would take place. What? If I had any awareness of it beforehand, I wouldn't have sent Kafka to infiltrate the prison alone. It was far too dangerous for her, and under those circumstances, what she could accomplish was very limited. Wait, you're not telling me you only got Anthony? He's your only lead? I am. I only realized in the past half year that Anthony was not incarcerated in the same prison as the rest of his family. Following that, I arranged for Kafka to make her way in. My thought process at the time was, if she could meet him and help him break out of jail, perfect. If she couldn't, then, oh well. And then you managed to bump straight into the whole assassination. Oh, the pieces are fitting. This makes so much sense. But are you sure you should have told me about this? If you kept going on like you were gonna stop the assassination, I'd have been way more impressed, you know. I'm no expert at that sort of thing, Dr. Mulsis. I see. At first I thought we were alike, but looking at it now, it's Miss Meyer. That's who you're like. You're the same sort of person. But you have the research you love, and you don't care about much else. So there's gotta be some reason you were forced to care about this. And that reason, I'm guessing, is the diabolic crisis, right? Where did my music go? Oh, why is this alpha? That and this are unrelated matters, Dr. Mulsis. If you came to talk about Ifrit, then oh! So Ifrit is part of the diabolic crisis? Then our conversation ends here. Sorry, should have kept my mouth shut. It's okay. I've only heard things about it. I don't even know what happened. Read Rhine Lab manga? Ooh. As a token of apology, I'll give you a free question. No, not diabetic. Did my subtitle generator create diabetic instead of diabolic? You need it. Oh? What I require isn't your apology. I require you to never bring it up again. That will do. Got it. Then let's just continue where we left off. Remember, as far as I'm concerned, this assassination was completely unaccounted for. I didn't imagine Hydebro would do things that way. Well, that goes to show you don't have a full grasp on Energy's MO. Anthony's a hidden danger. Imagine some entity that can't allow any hidden danger or uncontrollable elements. Imagine they find out they've left a little loose end. That's the end of the bros. So, they've spent a couple years weaving this hit together, making it real, burying an imprisoned Anthony 6 feet under. To cover up their evil, they cannot help but do more evil. Makes me rich. But there are some things that can't be walked back, huh? Back to the assassin, by the way. If that woman, Robin, wasn't backed by you, then that leaves only one possibility. Robin's an assassin who went turncoat midway, right? Right. So, could I trouble you to switch angles? I'm a little curious about this assassin lady and her prisonly actions. Given she and Anthony escaped together, I'm sure you verified her status and experiences yourself. Robin was, true enough, initially one assassin dispatched to the prison to take Anthony out. Around the time Kafka recalled that clash between prisoners, she hadn't been in there for too long. Oh, we're going straight into another perspective, MB2.
No time to waste.
Alright,
Good scenery here, Doctor. Don't worry, you got me.
You go here.
これ以上は進ませません。
We're counting
Rito.
on you again today, little apple.
どこに向かう？こっち向
You
け。
go here.
When chaos abounds, tugging a single thread can pull the entire net.
Alright, and now I send range units down here.
Roger.
It will truly be a miracle if any of you can survive the coming storm.
Gather around me, guys.
And we're targeting priorities. Yeah. I mean, they're gonna target this first.
Are you afraid of me?
Brinco.
On you again today, little apple.
And then for the funny, we're gonna bring Ella. Pre-Texas altar, so it shouldn't be too hard. Yeah.
Don't move. That will slow them down.
This poor central area is a firing field. What if I make it even more of a firing field?
The situation is complicated. I shall
Wait for you to get
improvise.
closer.
Such
There we go.
violence will not be tolerated.
Hey, buddy. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Move. Move your ass. There you go.
Here's a memento.
Have another one. Dude, this poor guy. Alright, lay into him. That kind of looks like bullying. I just tossed like 5 Gersmod on him to get him to move. Oh, grit your teeth. It'll be fine in a flash. What the hell are you yelling for? Can it? If you're injured, go down in the morgue. Quit hollering here. Sorry about that. They're lined up something fierce over there. I'm just giving him some emergency aid first. It'll be fine soon enough. Tuh. He meant to say the clinic, right? Why the morgue? Because they're next to each other. Doc and Mortician are the same person, too. Weirds anyone out, I swear. Forget the jailers, even if we're Smiles and Sunshine, we don't really want to go near there. Only, after the gang fights, there's nowhere else to go. Gotta get treatment there. Over time, folks just end up calling that the whole end, the morgue. Who are you? Give me a second. I need to check my door. All right, sorry. I went to go check my door because I thought I heard something. But anyway, you need some help? Doma, Miss, what you doing over here? I was just making all that up. You're okay. It don't really get to me. But this do need to come over to the clinic? Nah, this young lady here helped dress it fine. Leave it to me. Why are all the prisoners Southern? If it's roaming Colombia, why are they all Southern? Also, where'd my audio go? Oh no, it's here. There's just no BGM. What the fuck? Mansfield, hello? Leave it to me. Your bandaging skills ain't half bad. Leave it to you, I shall. Yep. Oof. That's scared of her. Scared, alright. To her credit, she saved more people than I can count, but she's a real oddity. Just don't want to get close to her, simple as that. I see. Alright, try moving your arm. Whew, much better. Oh, you probably just had a dislocated arm. You've got a fast technique, Robin. What you used to do? Used to. I used to work for a private security firm. Private security firm? Ain't those pay big bucks? You carry yourself good. Can't even imagine what someone like you does to end up in Slammer. All went downhill after my pop lost his job. Spent all his time drinking. Gave his liver issues. Sorry, I had to hold in a sneeze. Anyway, gave his liver issues. Med bills came in real expensive. I took a risk and... I see, yeah. Darn. You ain't had it easy at all. You? Me? I was a business guy. Wife and her lover wanted to get rid of me, snatch my assets. End of it all, they took hell to me and I killed them to save my life. Simple as. Anywho, I owe you one. I've been here for Lord knows how many years. I know a bit about everything that goes on. If you got any questions, ask them to me. I've seen a few folk from A-Zone or B-Zone enter the C-Zone tower from time to time. How'd they get in? Huh? Oh, them. They got dragged over to C-Zone to clean the big guy's room. Cleaning? Yep, aside from jailers, there ain't actually much people on the staff. Might be an official slammer, and it seems the paychecks ain't bad, but nobody wants to work in a prison. Much less a giant nomadic prison like this roving the barren lanes all day long. If they ever want to do something inside the prison, it's when they stop over at a city. Got a few people to come in, get it done while they're stopped. Can't get it done in time, and they just gotta come with. Wait until someone's sent out so they can send them back. Or just take them to the next city and send them off there. Last we stopped at San Sophie City, they hired a bunch of decorators. Been half a month since we left and they're still working at it. Ah, so they weren't the prisons, those workers all over the place. Yep, see one over there right now. Wait a fucking minute. I recognize you. I have you. I have you as an op. Miss Mina, what are you doing over here now? Ah, excuse me. I'm looking for a WC. Made a wrong turn on accident. Ah, no worries. Superintendent said, as long as you don't go anywhere important, no worries, we're going where you go. But you, don't stand there like if you got nothing. Scram back to your quarters. Yep. See? They ain't the prisoners, folk. But they act like the center of the universe. Warden's giving orders, they're to eat good, drink good. So the jailers all used to sidestepping everywhere look damn near constipated seeing any of them. I think it makes them look pretty cool. Hey. Why are you two chatting? Hey, sir. Got a newbie. Cut us some slack? Oh, he just bribed him. What did he pass over? I'll give you 5 more minutes. Give him cigarettes? How did you have that? I've been here a while. You always find your way to something. If you want some, I can give you a little. Don't need it. More interested in prisoners entering season. It sounds like he gave him drugs. Prisoner A, where did you get those drugs? Yeah, there's never really any staff around. We gotta have someone to blame for the hygiene and all that. You don't think it's these jailers who do it, do you? So those bunch get hauled off to clean the place up? Yep. Not just C-Zone, same goes for everyone else. I've seen inmates clean the whole damn prison. But dang, if it ain't a cushy job. You don't need to work in the factories and you get to wander all over. Sometimes you get to be in the passages only jailers go, drinking up the scenery. Passages? Guess you wouldn't know. Second floor's got this corridor. Only staff get to go through it. You can see the whole view from there. Been there once before. Whew. Darn good sight. But the jailers in here are some real lowlives. Please play Who is Real and Where the Vernal Winds Will Never Blow. Ooh. Jailer watching me that time pointed out that this big stone marker outside that told me they stood it specially for the convicts. Just asked for who exactly without even thinking. And he said for all those convicts who escaped. There's been people in here who really did escape on their own sums. And some they let out deliberately. Why? Because they all died out in the barrens. In the end. Couldn't you break out while they stop at a city? You think no one else had that idea before you? Every time they stop over, every single jailer's on max alert, cranked to 11. Even a guy like Anthony wouldn't be able to make it out. Anthony. But in my opinion, he doesn't even need to make it out. Why? Anthony's a prisoner, but who doesn't respect him? When the jailers talk to him, they're scared to even breathe. He doesn't make trouble, and his strength and reputation go for miles. Did you know building that underground library was his suggestion to the warden? That's some clout. Don't blab about this everywhere. We all feel in private if Anthony wanted to stay in this prison forever. Then that'd be nothing to do with the warden. Anthony's the real master of this place. But it sounds peculiar, don't it? How'd a fellow like Anthony end up in prison? And he's spent so long here, yet nothing's happened? Dude, Anthony, crazy. You've been chatting for too long. Back to your quarters. He's prison maxing? That's crazy. Yes, sir. Right away now. Your wounds are no problem then. No problem none. Robin wrapped me up real good. Much better. Then don't you dawdle. Just now, that one took a glance at me. That jailer actually gave a shake about me. What in Sam Hill? Oh yeah, okay. Who the fuck localized this? Who decided that the Mansfield prison break would be all in the South? Nowhere else do you get what in Sam Hill. Well, that's that for now. You got something? You got anything? Come find me again. Got it. Thanks. You will not see Sam Hill. Because it's like what in Sam... Yeah, what in Sam Hill is like Southern, I'm pretty sure. What in Sam Hill? Yeah, one Sam Hill, yeah. But still, that's interesting. Pop, looks like Anthony's a pricklier problem than I heard. Oh, that's her normal outfit. Who are you? Did you receive a sum of money today? You're Generous Jay? Correct. Go on and get your father's treatment. Of course, if you want to make your own life better with it, that's no problem either. In fact, I personally recommend you do so. Why are you giving me money? It's in the name. I'm generous. Though, I regret to tell you, if you want to treat your pappy with that money, it's not going to be enough. God damn it, this is also Southern. Because there's... What do you want me to do? You're smart, Robin, miss. I like dealing with smart people. Here, I'll lay my cards out to you. I want you to enter Mansfield State Prison and kill someone. Mansfield? I've heard that's a prison you never got out of. You never get out of. Don't you worry about that. As long as you can do it, I have the means to let you out. You know what? You know what? We're just gonna put on a Doug Dimmadome voice. You can think it over, Miss Robin. For Generous Jay, he is now Doug Dimmadome. I know this is risky beyond hell, and I know things look bad. But sick as you are, I'll do what I can.
A unit never takes the same formation, as water never takes the same shape. Such extraordinary planning and execution. Doctor, I cannot fathom your past.
America during Manifest Destiny era, but also modern. Oh, that could kind of explain it. Some operators cannot be deployed. What operators cannot be deployed? What? Oh, can I not deploy a mountain? Alright, come on out, Ethan.
The wall moved right before your eyes. No, you're exaggerating. Definitely.
Robin's not a professional assassin? Not at all. Even I could tell that much. She had none of the air about her. Looks like the material I had on her was correct. She really was a security worker. Her skills certainly should have invited trust. But this all smacks of a little weirdness to me. What? Why'd they hire her is my question. That's not too important for now. Let's skip it for now. More importantly, it seems most of the assassins were like Robin, in that they'd been hired solo. They had no idea if they had any competition, and no clue who their employer was. How many assassins did Hydebro hire in the end? Your guess is as good as mine, but just like I said before, the bros paid the bros. We can't escape it even now. The bros paid big to get rid of Anthony. Money with their bloods and sweat in it. How did the assassins get into the prison? I'm sure you looked into it beforehand, too. Mansfield State Prison was established jointly by a few of the state's municipal governments, and it stands alone. The way I've seen it described, the founding intent of the prison was to serve its state breaking new ground. Development was rapid, but crime rates stayed high and rampant. So, at the time, it was like a half-abandoned industrial platform. It was Randall, the current warden. Dude, this motherfucker's name is Randall. Just like Randall the Vandal from Destiny. The current warden, who suggested establishing the prison to the city governments. All at once, they had a solution for what to do with the platform and where to put inmates. Any questions so far? Isn't the answer pretty obvious, though? The idea is that the prison gets used as a lockbox to shove away every troublesome person, and it's the people none of the cities want to bother with. Getting inside isn't the tough part. Miss Kapka never told you exactly how she got in there, am I right? Of course, the prison is still a prison. Getting out is tough. Like I said, it only visits cities on the edge once every few months. The rest of the time, it stops in the Barrens. A convict escapes out there, they're stuck in the endless Barrens until they die. Here's the thing. Robin mentioned it. A mysterious person promised it. There was a way to get them out, for sure. So long as they didn't slip up and get themselves killed in there, and successfully ram the hit on Anthony, then they just need to wait for extraction. But they send in a lot of other assassins. Would Hydebro really be able to retrieve each and every one? Of course not. Which is why I said none of them knew about the others. Once they were inside, even if they did figure it out, there'd be no escape. Their only option would be to kill Anthony or die trying. It's a simple, effective method. It's a fucked up one. I still don't understand. Why? Simon Co. had shut down. Its core members were all in prison. Hydro never once touched them. Why move against Anthony alone, of all people? Oh, do I actually have to start from there? What do you mean? Alright, Miss Silence. Now I know you don't really care much about this in the past. But maybe you pulled something so bold and brash and succeeded, precisely because you didn't realize. Sorry, I'm not making fun of you here. In fact, you can take it as me complimenting you. Right. As for your question, first of all, let me answer it with a question. Miss Silence, have you ever thought about how if you wanted to dispose of Anthony in prison, assassins are actually one of the least efficient methods? No, because there are much better ways. Buying off the jailers, maybe bribing the warden. But sending an assassin to dress up as a prisoner, get into prison, and kill another prisoner, when you hear it out loud, it sounds dumb, doesn't it? Yeah, that sounds like something that'd be like on, I don't know, like Law and Order or something. Hold on, let me blow my nose. Yeah, it is like, it is needlessly complicating it. Because they couldn't? Yep, because they couldn't. Ooh, from the way you reacted to this prison's history just now, I'm gonna need to give you a walkthrough of this side from the top, Miss Silence. What do you mean? Did you still remember Kafka recalling the prison's superintendent, Barton? What did he say? We are Mansfield State Prison. State Prison. We are a pilot penitentiary with special approval from the capital. We will serve as a shining example to the other states. What about it? Pilot. Special approval. You know what that implies? What? It implies business. In Colombia, the most profitable business is wherever the power is. The prison's a model case. What are you? I'm telling you that this prison is in fact Warden Randall's money machine. But it's a prison. Oh, silence. Oh, silence. Saying, but it's a prison, and that means it can't be a money machine is a very idealistic view of it. I guess they don't have corporate prisons in Terra at this stage. Sure is. A heavily guarded prison. Send whoever you don't like in there, or a fate worse than death. Send whoever you want to safeguard in there to be protected. Whatever you need, as long as you have the money. Don't you go, wow, that's a supersized business opportunity? But in that case, could Hydro not just pay the warden the requisite amount, and he'd help them do their work? 1 second you're stunned beyond belief hearing it, the next you force yourself to switch lanes and rail your thought in full steam. You really are amazing, Miss Silence. I don't feel like you're complimenting me. Your query is totally reasonable, but truth is, I don't have a clear-cut answer either. But we can work backwards. In conclusion, they didn't do that, and surely they tried it before. So, the only possible answer is that they failed. Personally, I think it's because the warden didn't want to get himself stuck between a rock and a hard place. Or perhaps Anthony's mistreatment could be bought, but Anthony also had a massive influence in the prison. If he died, you sure couldn't handle it like a typical prisoner death. A lot of people would love Randall's position, and as far as I know, he's got major guile too. I don't think he'd take the risk. Someone like him, it's more like he took Hydro's money and just did nothing. I remember Anthony once saying he fled to Ironforge's city before he was finally arrested. Perhaps his father had some involvement in the affair? Yeah, that's possible as well. Old Smith used to be a fair household. Old Smith? Name in Bunker Hill City. Sending his son to prison for his protection wouldn't surprise me one bit. But that doesn't answer my question. I've already answered it, Miss Silence. You're smart. You just don't want to believe it. I don't understand. What I mean is, they couldn't do it in Mansfield State Prison, but that doesn't mean they couldn't do it in Bunker Hill City Prison. But you don't mean his family. Looks like you finally understand it, Miss Silence. You said that Hydro never touched Anthony's family. That's a faulty assumption. The only reason they're not dead is because they don't need to be. Perhaps you can't comprehend it, but in Colombia, death's far from the worst that can happen to a person. Moreover, after dealing with Simon and Co., Hydro had no competitors left. They obviously wouldn't ever let the next Simon family turn their next page. They said as much. The Simons posed no threat. So once they discovered Anthony was in a prison they had no influence over, they decided Anthony was a threat? Correct. As long as Anthony lives, they'll always face the risk of a comeback. So, Hydro had a grip over their local lockup, but none at all on the prison a couple states over, Mansfield State Prison. No, wait, they're a business. Even if our energy section is backing them, what in the world gives them a say in in the local prison? Well, what in the world indeed? I think it's Lungmin dollars. You're not. No, I refuse to. Oh, here comes the mayor with food. Dinner's ready. Eat something, you guys. You look like you've seen a ghost, Silence. I need a moment to cool my head. Meyer, if I could trouble you to continue explaining the events to Dr. Mulsis. Or Director Mulsis. Sure thing. Silence, you want to eat on the side and listen? No, I need to be somewhere a little quieter. You can head to the kitchen then. There's a table there. Right, thank you. Okay, so where did you leave off? We finished Robin's past and what she was doing in the prison. Ah, I got it. And next should be her first failed hit. Or, from Kafka's perspective, her successfully getting in touch with Anthony. Oh, so this is when the two of them cross paths? Yep. Let me guess. Robin's thing about entering C-Zone for cleaning. That's right. It's that, right? Mayor brings her robot otters to the diner. I'm pretty sure she did. Kafka went for it too. I imagine she heard it was the safest way to meet Anthony. Now that's straight to the punch. I like it. All the middle stuff's pretty much nothing. You want to hear it? I'd be lying if I said I wasn't intrigued. I feel like I'd hear some pretty interesting things, but let's stick to the jailbreak itself first. So you want to hear about Kafka or Robin's side? I'll keep with Robin's. Cool. It was a whole month since she went inside then. All the while, she kept her head down and worked, finally clawed out the chance to go to C-Zone for cleaning. Used every material at her disposal, made all the weapons she could count on, packed them on her person. Sounds like she was pretty amply prepared. Did she get sussed by Anthony then? Or stopped by Kafka? Nope, something wild happened. It was a prison break. All present. Here. Hey, you're fresh meat too, right? I've seen you before at the factory. Robin's just like, nope. Listen up. You've got new inmates among you, so I'll repeat the rules. A zone and B zone are responsible for different rooms. The two of us will take you separately, but you will all get one turn cleaning up in Mr. Anthony's room. Why is that? It's called respect. You understand? A zone with me, B zone with him. I'll make it brief. Once you're in, you don't touch what you shouldn't. Don't even think about taking what you shouldn't. Do your work, especially when it comes to Mr. Anthony's room. You are to clean his room like you care for your own mommy. Is that clear? Like I give a slug's ass about my mommy. Hey. You shut it. I'm saying this for the first time is here. Don't give me trouble, you hear me? I got it. Behave and we'll give you some playtime in an empty C-cell. Whew, now that's a perk. I'll be good as a baby then. Enough. You all got your cleaning gear on you? If so, we'll get ready to go upstairs. You think people are coming in, hearing the accent, and running away? I think that's what's happening. Maybe. I'm getting -2'd in real time. You're about to feed them? You're saying that when Meyer doesn't feed her otters, they explode? So these are the C-Zone cells. I finally got it in. Every story has 4 cells. Each cell only links to the elevator. But the styles of the cells is so different to ours. It feels like there's no privacy at all here. Get down to it. Stop gawking around. Over here is Anthony's. Mr. Anthony's room. Looks like the other side's there already. Just get in there and clean up. Don't think about brawling with B-Zone here. I'll be watching you. This jailer is not like the others. Real domineering. Focus. I finally get to see Anthony. In all the photos, he's built crazy strong. If I took him on directly, I'd have no chance of winning. But no matter how strong the person, as long as you can find a weak point, there's a chance. Just clean it up. Just clean up while you're looking for it. Even if finding a weak point's all I get, I'll take it. Pop, protect me. Your Pop is currently getting treated for whatever illness. What's going on? Pulls the ship of Theseus and blows them all up. Blows up all our roboters and makes them redeploy. Really? What the fuck? A jailer and a few B-zoners got taken out. Who are you? Why kill me? You don't need to know who wants you dead, Mr. Anthony. All you need to know is this is where you die. Boss, A-Zone team's here. Came fast. No problem, bud. You take that batch out. Don't go killing now. We still gotta get out of here. No way. They're here to take out Anthony, too. Think bro's on it. Yeah, he kind of looks like he might be dead. We should take this. Alright, why don't you take... We should take this. Why don't you take this? That's so weird. Get out of my way, brat. Yeah. Why ain't you... He knocked that girl stupid in one punch, too. Huh? Did that jailer smirk just now? Ugh, now's not the time to worry. This one's coming for me. I gotta deal with him first. The first raid.
Operation commencing. I'm here to help.
I just realized I don't have any cheap,
Get around me, guys.
Not even a
There we
stirring
go.
of grass will go.
I always
over.
relied on Mountain for my cheap usage. Mountain skill. Oh, he is E2. Nice. I thought he'd be E1 or something. Or not E2. I thought he'd be like level like 1 or something. We'll have you here. We'll do like cruise here or something. Kinda sucks I don't have Onzel. Any cheap Vanguard would do it? Yeah. Right. I guess we'll sit here for the extra healing. Alright, start shooting. Start rootin', tootin', shooting. Vanguards of the cheap melee? Yeah, I just forgot.
So this is a battle. I have to get serious now.
From here, such violence will not be tolerated.
Rip lights. It's not the end of the world.
The situation. Oh no further. This road is closed.
We're just gonna rely on the tenacity just a little bit.
Oh, can't with my angel.
Such violence will not be tolerated.
Alright, go Mudrock. Do the thing. Do the thing where everyone dies. And now everyone has died. Yay! I just noticed. So these guys are the only one with shackles. Or like with the light up shackles. Are the infected the only ones that have like increased attack? Are the non-infected, like, because they don't have originium running through their body, they don't care? Interesting. He's like, huh? Nani? Ugh. Rather from casting arts? Oh, okay. This prisoner's fierce. Knocked all the others down in just a few hits. Go to hell. Fucking metal pipe sound. This jailer's a mighty one too. She's just guarding, though it seems like. I wonder why. Yeah. Crud, the jailer's down. Just me left, but if I end up fighting with him here, it's gonna be a mess to explain after. And you. Come and think, come on. Is my only option to throw fists? Uh-oh, here comes Anthony. Oh, he activated his skill! You're fast. Anthony rescued me? Okay, when you think about it, the regular prisoners have one of these shackles. Anthony has, or Mountain has 3. Mountain really is just that fucked up, huh? I might not, her's like, I might not know who you are, but you shouldn't be doing this. Not this right in front of my eyes. It's more security level, yeah. He's just him. Desk knocking, you still care about other folk. You're a real gentleman, Mr. Anthony. When did he... Here, miss. Don't be scared of me. Just blame it on your rotten luck. Relax. Aside from Anthony, we don't want to kill nobody. You just take a lie down. Shit. Ugh. He got me. I can't think clear. Bleh. Bleh. Eto bleh. Let's you a warm welcome, Anthony. Dead. Could you imagine the fucking last words you hear is just before you pass out, just dead. I didn't expect you to be this good of a cook. Wow. Bet you didn't. Anyway, she got caught up in another assassin's attempt and lost consciousness. Then, that must have sucked. Yeah, unlucky her. So, how did this assassination pan out? We know Anthony must have won, but this was an attempt on his life in a prison. Couldn't have gone without comment. Yep, but because Robin was out during that time, we have to go from Kafka's side. Oh, but didn't Kafka get knocked out by that convict too? Oh, she sandbagged that one, so she says. Ah, okay, that adds up. So it does seem like her style, yep. Talk. Whose people sent you? Well, you wouldn't know. He's out. These people really were. Fine. Thinking about it now won't do anything. Let's see how these prisoners are first. Looks like none of them crossed the river. And then this girl. I don't know who you are, but you helped me back there. Thank you, girl stranger. You can call me Kafka. You're not out. Don't move. Just shift a bit to the right, block the monitors. Is this okay? Golden. Surveillance shouldn't see me now. Kafka's like, hey, you are massive. Block the security cameras real quick so we can talk. Lucky for me, I checked all around while I was cleaning the rooms. Who are you? I told you, call me Kafka. I'm here to help you. But this is a real snafu. I was gonna leave you a slip of paper and call it there. Didn't expect those guys to suddenly go off. What in the world is happening? Not the right place to talk about that. Know anywhere good? The jailers should be coming over to see what the ruckus was. We can go to the clinic. That'll work. What in blue blazes? Anthony, what the hell are you doing? That's what I'd like to ask, Barton. These prisoners snuck in with the intent to kill me. What the hell are you doing? What? It's the truth, Superintendent Barton. I witnessed Mr. Anthony fight off 2 inmates. What? Weren't you watching them? The 2 of them knocked me out. They were very strong. Good for nothing. How do you want me to explain all this to the warden? Let's get a grip on the present first, Barton. These two are the assassins. You can deal with them. Right. But, Mr. Anthony, you see, we can't just take you at your word for all this. Mountain stronger than a Voiver? I am, maybe? Question mark? I know. I've suffered minor injuries. I need a trip to a clinic first. They knocked everyone else unconscious. It might behoove you to send them all to the clinic too. Once we're there, I will explain things in fine detail. That's how you know Mountain is well read. He used behoove. Only an academic uses fucking behoove. Okay, hold on. After this, we need to go check on Mountain Ian voice line. All right. What are you bunch of navel gazing for? Throw these two bodies in the morgue and drag all of them with you. Yes, sir. Sir. The jailers are all gone, Anthony. What happened? I saw them look perturbed some. I'd like to know, too. Alright, this place is safe, young Kafka. Doma's my friend. If I could call anyone in this prison trustworthy, it'd be her. First off, drop that young. I'm just some random little shorty. Apologies, Miss Kafka. Man, okay. You? What? Man, okay, you. What? Well, I don't even know what that means. For a prisoner, you're politer than all the people outside. This is how Anthony is. You don't hold back courtesy for anyone. Yeah, I get it. You look like a haymaker, but you've got manners for days, too. Not surprising everyone else in here thinks you're a juggernaut. You flatter me. Well then, my turn to ask questions. You're apparently here to aid me. That means you know where my assassins came from, I suppose. Before that, I need to ask you something first. Please do. You know what your family, or I guess your dad is the one Simon Co. is named after all. Anyway, do you know exactly what happened there? As long as you do, I can explain things a lot simpler. My father was detained on more than 10 charges. I know the circumstances couldn't have been simple, but I've had no time to find out concretely. Okay. You know, yeah, that's good enough for me. Simon Co., thanks to what was it? You mean illicit? Yeah, that. Dude, Kafka. Okay, I thought Mount was just well read. I think Kafka genuinely just might not have any sort of education. Yeah, that. Illicit. Smuggling of originium goods. Anyway, the company got shut down and the core members all went to prison. So your whole family's serving in Bunker Hill City right now. Anthony slams a fist on a nearby table. Everything on top of it rattles off. Dude, he's not happy. Anthony, I'm alright. I prepared myself to hear this long time ago. I'm already happier than you could believe, knowing they're not dead. Alright, who sent them? Hydebro. Hydebro, so it was you. Let me just think. What did Silence say? Right, your family. The Simons. We're competing with them across some kind of line. You were camping 50% of the profits each over this, and there was plenty of friction, so they always wanted to just camp your share too. And then they did it. Pretty simple. Hydebro. I heard my father mention that name often. I even visited their company as a guest once. They did all this over a bit of selfishness? I had heard of similar events before. I just never expected it to happen around me. Hold on, let me take this off. Where is... Okay, it is still the top. Alright. Sorry, I was checking my microphone, seeing where the fuck I needed to place this. Anthony, are you alright? Need me to use my art to settle your mind some? No, thank you, Doma. I told you, I prepared myself for this long a time ago. I didn't expect the reality to come so sudden, that's all. I believe you, Miss Kafka. I think there's no reason you'd have to deceive me about this. Seeing how things are, those assassins ought to be from Hydebro. Why only come at this point? That, I have no idea at all, but judging by my experience, that wasn't the last of them just now. They've sent a whole bunch of people in to take you out for sure. So, we should probably call this the very beginning. How about you? I presume you're not here just to help me fend these killers off, are you? What's your objective, Miss Kafka? Me, it's kind of tough to explain fast, but let's just say this. Someone trusts me to help you break out of here. You want to get out and take revenge, right? You got a life sentence, and it's the kind without parole. If you want to leave this place, then you got one choice, and that's jailbreak. Roll credits, Mansfield Prison Break. And that's why I'm here to help. Obviously, if you don't want to peace out and you're going to stay here forever, it's not like I'm going to force you to go. Jailbreak. But no soul has ever made a clean escape from this prison. Hey, say that if you want, but you can't knock it till you try it, right? You've been in this prison for a good while now, Miss Kafka. Yeah, sure have. Then you should have heard some things about me. Yep, they all say you're the most powerful prisoner and the most free. Pretty much everyone thinks you're strong as heck. I think you're pretty strong too, right now. Staying calm in times like these. But fact is, that's not what's happening. Even with all this supposed charisma I have, as a prisoner, I can't bend the jailers, let alone the warden. I should never have earned my current standing. That's true enough, but you earned it now, so hey. In reality, what I've earned is the turnkey's favor. At least what little I know is that the warden himself said it. He told them to be slightly nicer with me. All these years I've had my suspicions. After I reached Ironforge City, I was arrested. Then I came to this prison. Did my father arrange for this from the start? Or seeing something and sending me here in advance? Such things have always spun in my mind. Oh, Silence mentioned that too. She said it was just one possibility though. Silence. Is that the name of your backer? Well, whatever. Yeah, it is. I'll be sure to thank this friend afterwards. Anyway, it's just one possibility as you say. If I want to know the reason for sure, I'll need to get out. This is something only I can shine a light on. Oh, I don't have my subtitles on. I just realized. Hold on. I need to find the executable file. It's somewhere in here. Where is it? Where did I put it, actually? Did I put it in here? No, not you. In here. There it is. There we go. Anthony, is it really alright to tell her this? It's fine. I believe you for a moment, Miss Kafka. Thus, I am willing to level with you. Even if you didn't show up, even though I had since gotten used to life in this prison, I've still yearned incessantly to leave here. I can obtain most of what I want in here, but not since the beginning have I found the faintest outline of how to get out. So in truth, I should be the one asking you, Miss Kafka. Please, help me break out.
We may have achieved a perfect victory, but we still
Wow.
can't let our guard down.
Oh, Polycutton's regular. Hold on. I am now curious. Volume EN. Oh, hold on. All. Would it be in Colombia? Oh, Mountain only has JP. Wait, why does Mountain still only have JP? Does Cutter have only JP? Oh, Cutter only has JP. I am really curious if they'll give Mountain like a southern drawl. that is my curiosity. Hold on, let me look at the record restoration for this. 24. So there are a total of 8 stages. All right. Needs to be the deepest. Yeah, it needs to be like the deepest voice possible with a southern drawl. All right, let me get water. I'll be right back. They added English voices later, so they're still adding more. Yeah. Yeah, I always forget because I guess I am just used to the cycle being like, oh, you get English voices with the JP actors because they're hired at the same time. But that's mostly with like MiHoYo games or something like that. Or like Wuthering Waves. Oh yeah, that new guy with the robot arm released from Wuthering Waves. I kinda want to go back to it, but at the same time, I don't know if I can bring my... I don't know if I'm... I don't have the energy within me to play Arknights and play Wuthering Waves. After that, it should be Robin's. Before we get there, Miss Meyer. For Feixiao? Who's Feixiao? Oh, in Honkai? No, I haven't logged into Honkai since I started Arknights. I'm just not going back to Honkai, basically. Unless I have reason to go back to Honkai, I'm just not going back. There's something else I want to ask you. What's up? I don't know nearly as much as Silence. Not a problem. This is something you know just as well as she does. What do you think of the whole diabolic crisis? If I'm not mistaken, you were part of the project, weren't you? Don't have a clue. We engineering folks usually just hand out the equipment, maybe give some professional advice when the equipment gets made. We don't usually try to figure out what the experiment is all about. I just know how it turned out in the end. Silence brought Ifrit with her to Rhodes Island, a place she had barely had a working relationship with. After that, Saria ended up taking responsibility for everything that happened and left Rhine Lab. If you're trying to learn about what went down there, you're asking the wrong girl. No, it's not the incident itself that I wanted to know about. I mean, incidents like that are a dime a dozen at Rhine Lab. IS3 Meyer. Ooh. So, why are you asking? I'm asking because I want to know, from your perspective, what kind of person do you think Silence is? How about Saria? I think Silence is a pretty serious girl. Honestly, I've always felt that what's the way all researchers should be. You're right. She is very smart. She's very perceptive too. Plus, she's had more than a few successful projects under her belt. From what I've heard, the structural director is hoping to prime Silence to take over. Whoa, you mean Silence is gonna be calling the shots at structural? That's so cool. Yeah, I even want to butter her up now. As for Saria, I don't actually know her that well. I mean, defense isn't like other departments. I hardly ever saw her in Rhodes Island, let alone talk to her. But the biggest impression I have of her is she's really cautious, going from what I know about the diabolic crisis. I mean, she was the one who hit the brakes on the whole project. She even took the blame for everything and quit, even though experiments going wrong isn't actually that uncommon there. There were rumors among my coworkers that the diabolic crisis was some kind of conspiracy. I don't know that much about that stuff though. Besides, Ifrit's having a great time at Rhodes Island all around, so I guess it wasn't a big deal. So the test subject is doing well at Rhodes Island. Hey, Musai. Why'd you call her a test subject and not her name? Yep, she's always on top of the world. Oh, and here I thought. Well, gotta hand it to them then. Rhodes Island sounds like a pretty impressive company. But, well, there's one thing I can tell you. Saria didn't leave Rhine Lab just because of the diabolic crisis. It's just one whole string of events that led to it, and there's more to it. It might have been the straw that broke the burden beast's back, though. The primary reason was that she had beef with Control. Control? That's right, Saria and Control actually got along okay at first, you know? But like you said, Saria was way too cautious. She thinks all scientific research should be contained. That's not how Control saw it, though. There would have been no Rhine Lab if she did. How should I say this? Let's try an analogy. Let's say we have a line. Saria's line. Rhine Lab's always done things above board. They came close to crossing the line, but they never actually done it, so Saria never said anything. But that whole string of events, the diabolic crisis included, meant that someone was trying to cross that line. They might have even crossed it already. Saria wouldn't have that. But Control didn't care. Why is that? Miss Meyer, tell me. Do you actually care about the whole thing with Anthony that Miss Silence and I were talking about at all? Well, now that I know more about what happened to him, I guess it's not a bad thing he got out. Something like that, I guess? You see? You're honest and kind, but you couldn't care less. You care more about your research, your amiibo. Amiibo? Amiibo? What the fuck is amiibo? Her otters? I've got a hand to you, though. Amiibo's a great design. Mind if I touch it? Sure thing. Have at it. Amiibo. Ah, so cute. You were working on your designs too just now, right? Yeah, I got a couple new ideas. I'm gonna try them out as soon as we're back at Rhodes Island. See, Control's like this too. She can see very far ahead of her. Sometimes I get the feeling that she's not even the sky above. Feeling that not even the sky above can keep her from seeing beyond it. There probably isn't a single person in the world who knows just where it is she sets her sights. Even I only have a vague idea of what's going on in her mind. I've only ever caught a glimpse of her when she gives speeches. Never knew she'd be like that too. That's right. As long as a lot of things that she doesn't care about... Oh, what? What the fuck is going on? Why am I losing words? That's right. There are lots of things that she doesn't care about. To her, as long as her research isn't being blocked, that line might as well not exist. You can get Maya recruitment with summon tag. Yeah. I haven't gotten summon tag though yet. This kind of sucks. So I want Maya. That drove a wedge between her and Saria. But why are you telling me all this? Shouldn't you be talking in silence? I'm not sure what I'd do with this information. I'm telling you this because you don't know. I figured that you two probably could have gotten along, so I wanted you to get a better idea of the kind of person she is. Besides, I actually want to be friends with you myself. I like researchers like you, so pure. If I'm not mistaken, you voluntarily signed up for Rhodes Island? Yeah, I want a change of atmosphere. Mind telling me why? I guess there wasn't really much of a reason. Alright, if you ever come back to Ryan Lab though, you should think about transferring to our department. I'll give it some thought. Don't worry, we've got time. Alright, why don't we get back to that story? You sure about this? Yeah, I want to try. She has awoken. Well, hello there. Where am I? This here is my room, and it's also the prison clinic. I know who you are. I know who you are too. The name's Doma. What am I doing here? Right, there was a fight and I got dragged into the mess. You passed out, Mr. Robin. Anthony, how come you know my name? Doma has a list of prisoners here. You're a hitman too, aren't you? Doma found this weapon on you, and you were there. I could only arrive at this conclusion. You're about to grab Anzo, but then Freak calls it. Oh. Of course. If you really aren't, you are free to prove me wrong. Regardless of whether that is truly the case, I hope you could at least listen to what I have to say. Everything I'll be telling you is under the assumption that you came here to kill me. I mean no offense, and I hope you don't get the wrong impression. I know who sent you here. They are the ones who orchestrated my family's downfall. They're also behind my imprisonment here for the past 6 years. And I've made my decision to break out of this prison to get to the end of it. I can tell your combat prowess is superb, and I'm hoping you'd be willing to abandon your contract as a hitman and come help me. It's as simple as that. You don't need to give me an answer right away. I need a lot of time to prepare. You have a lot of time on your hands as well. If you want to kill me, you are free to keep trying. You could also give up. If you are interested in helping me, just pay the clinic a visit and let Doma know. Wow, a non-faceless guard. I wonder if he's a character. Mr. Anthony, Captain Barton was wondering if you were doing okay. Are you hurt? Nothing serious, just a few scrapes. Let him know to wait a little longer. I'll be finished here soon. Right, not a problem. Take your time. I need to deal with Barton. You should head back and think this offer through, Miss Robin. I thought Anthony was just some simple, kind-hearted guy, but it sounds like I'm not giving him enough credit. What makes you say that? We know for sure that Robin was there to kill him, but he didn't have any concrete proof, yet he still made her that offer. Really, I thought that was pretty reckless of him. If Robin wasn't there to kill him and she tipped him off to the jailers, what happens then? That's the part I like about him. Think about it, you're fresh fish. Nobody knows who you are. Meanwhile, Anthony's built a reputation and prestige for himself over the years. Whose words do you think carry more weight? Let's take a step back. Say Barton and the guards there really believed her. Could they have done anything about that? They couldn't have acted on that information. Well, now that you mention it, I guess there wasn't much they could have done, even if she ratted them out. You think it's reckless, and you'd be right. Under normal circumstances, it's a risky move if he didn't have his prestige, or perhaps influence is the better word to use here. But what I think is really interesting is that those who know how to build prestige for themselves don't usually do something like that. You'd get, yeah, I'll just say, if you somehow manage to fuck up a top operator tag, it's kind of Jover. Why is that? That's because what he said was also a threat. He was telling her, you could tell him, but it's not going to do you any good. When you hear that, it doesn't really sound like something that someone who's really got prestige would say, right? You're right, it does sound like a threat. That's what I mean. Besides, did Anthony ever say anything about what he did to appease Barton? Oh, he said he'd volunteered to be put in solitary for half a month. Everyone knew he wasn't at fault, the one at fault, but he chose to be punished to get this thing behind them, huh? No, Maru. Bleg is just saying somehow, some way they'd mess up. They'd mess up the top operator. I can almost imagine that grin on Barton's face when Anthony told him he was willing to accept punishment. But he still held back. Such a hard guy to deal with. I think he probably just figured Robin wouldn't rat him out. It's possible, I won't deny it. By the way, Miss Silence is really taking her time, isn't she? Yeah, you're right. I'll go take a look. One Originite Prime. E1 level 30. To be honest, the difference between the two might just come down to two words: self-awareness. Imprisonment device. Same thing. Here, here, here. Honestly, I just guard here and here. Alright. Come on back, Mountain. Let us. Silence, you alright? I'm alright. Why are you over here now? Because you've been over here for ages. Just checking in. Ugh, that wine bottle there. You're drinking now? Just a little. Director Mulsis? She's still back there waiting for us. Where are you in the story? Up until Anthony started trusting Kafka to help him. She also told me some stuff about what went down between Control and Saria. Did she now? Want me to tell you? No, not necessary for the time being. You look like you're doing terrible. Was it some bad crap Dr. Mulsis told you about? No, though it was, in a sense. I can't put it straight. My mind is in disarray. I have some regrets. I feel as though I may have done something I'm not equipped to do. You mean this whole breakout? Yes. I should apologize to you, Meyer. What for? I shouldn't have gotten you involved. I was too cowardly. I couldn't bear it, and I told you all about this. I made you assume responsibility with me. Whoa, I don't really mind, you know? The fact you could trust me makes me pretty freaking happy, Silence. And I mean, really, all I've done is take a trip back to Columbia with you. Actually, there's something I haven't told you. What is it? Behind this incident, behind Hydro, is the energy section. Huh? Energy? You and the rest of engineering are so closely tied with energy, I'd been unsure whether I should tell you. Oh, I'm fine, really. We're pretty tied up work-wise with energy, yeah, but honestly, I'm not the world's biggest fan of their section. Or more like, I'm kind of terrified of energy's director. What's the director of energy like? I haven't met more than a few times, but sometimes he comes over to our end just to see. He'll drop in on our meetings too. He opens his mouth and you'll go, wow, he's a big smart cookie. But he gives off this kind of feeling like, I don't know how to capture it. He like cares more about what our stuff can be used to make and what it can be exchanged for. Things like that. I see. And like, since Saria took all the blame and resigned, it feels like us in the energy section got like even more tied up in each other. All these times, some kind of weird work got scheduled, and I couldn't even do any of my own crap. That's why I wanted a chance to send myself off to Rhodes Island. Even if closure's a little weird too. I'm happy with just doing my work at Rhodes. So that's it. Anyways, don't worry about me too much, Silence. In fact, I feel like you've done something good, right? Something good. The real question is something good. Oh, it's Kalsu. Hello, ex-wife. This intel analysis you have provided is extremely invaluable. It compels me to note your viewpoint strongly, Operator Silence. In that case. But first of all, this intel's origins are clearly internal to Ryan Lab. Diverging internal intelligence to third parties without permission inspires me to not place trust in you. However, from your behavior, I can trust you are in no way an imprudent person. Therefore, I require an explanation. This is intel I arrived at through collection and analysis via my own personal channels. It has no direct relation to Ryan Lab. But your discovery of a matter like this should have prompted submission to internal channels to be dealt with there. Rhodes Island has no capacity to agitate this incident. No, I had no expectation that Rhodes Island would be able to. I simply wanted to aid this person. I wanted to hear your viewpoint. Why mine? Or should I say, why Rhodes Island? As of now, I trust Rhodes Island more than I do Ryan Lab. What of Ryan Lab are you skeptical about? I don't know. I don't even know what it is I'm skeptical of. But what I've come to work here for a very long while now. I've seen with my own eyes what Rhodes Island is doing. I at least know what Rhodes Island is doing. What you see may not be what you get, Operator Silence. Moreover, it may be that you haven't noticed, but from your intel, it is very likely this feline named Anthony was only immediately arrested the next state over as a setup by his father. In all likelihood, a situation they had arranged long beforehand. But Anthony still hasn't been released to this day. He's already been stewing in that prison for 6 years. It's all the more likely he'll be in there forever. Why are you placing so much importance on a person who has nothing to do with you? Because I want to see clearly, once and for all, just what kind of company the Ryan Lab I've served all this time is. You may be disappointed, but it'll be far better than knowing nothing. You're greatly persuasive, Operator Silence. Rhodes Island cannot provide you any outward assistance whatsoever, but I can, from a personal standpoint, provide you my viewpoint. I hope you are able to maintain your notion from start to finish. What notion? The notion that you are doing something good. Guys, don't worry. I believe I'm doing something good. That's why I had to blow up that orphanage. Rhodes Island will endorse this, clearly. I'm joking. I'm joking. I did not blow up that orphanage. I'm starting to have some doubts. Is this truly something good I've done? Huh? Why? I'm starting to worry, Meyer. About what? In the past, I've always believed that as long as I gave my effort to any problem, it'd always be answerable. But this time, I fear I've run against a problem I have no way to answer. Because you can't solve it? Not that I can't solve it, it's that I don't dare to. I don't dare to pull it apart. Mayor, did Kafka ever tell you how she and I knew each other? Did you forget? She remembers she even mentioned it while talking to Mina. Yeah, they do be yapping. Hello, Pinecone. Mina. Whew. Finally found a chance to talk to you. How are your results? Following what you said, I've been spending this whole time ascertaining this prison structure on the down low. Already got a general grasp of it now. Helps the prison turnkeys are lax, but structure's tight. I feel like getting out is a pretty tall order. No problem. No problem, Boblum. I don't even know where that's from. No problem, Boblum. There's always a way. How's about your end then? I'm tapped in with Anthony. Turns out he had an idea for leaving in the first place, so we'll be following Plan A operations, helping him break out. We'll treat the clinic as our secret base from here on. I told Dr. Doma there about you. Just head right over and you'll be good. So that's it. What? You're a snap away from meeting the big guy who's been on your brain. Why'd you look so flat? I'm not. I've seen him from far away a bunch of times. I feel like the big guy's kind of different to the one who saved my family once. Huh? I see. What did he used to be like? He used to be a little more cool. That's a way to phrase it. Once after I learned he saved them all, I went to see him all secret. He was plenty more cheery and open than he is now. What way? Was he that kind of big splashy guy? The kid with like 10 or so bodyguards fanning from his heels? No. He was a bit more, I don't know how you describe it. I'm gonna say he was a rich kid then. Whatever. Now he's really silent, I feel like, and he's never showing emotion. It feels some ways sad looking at him. He got slammed in here for 6 years after all. It'd do a number like that on even the cheeriest kid. I suppose so. So we just need to help him escape, and he'll be back to the way he was before for sure. More or less, right? I'd pass on him becoming a rich kid again though. Wait, when they say kid, did Mountain get thrown in this prison under 18? Is Mountain canonically like in his 20s or 30s? He's not like a 40-year-old grizzled veteran of the prison, like in the grizzled like convict. He's relatively young. Jesus. I think it'd be swell. Okay, you lost me now. If you want to put it like that, you're losing to me. You said you only came to help Anthony because a friend trusted you to. Why would you go so far to help your Silence friend? Because I think Silence is a good person. What kind of reason is that? Me and Silence know each other from one time she went out to do field work. Me, I was used to pretty grubby methods to do my stuff, so it happened I bumped into her. Guess I made some pretty unsmall trouble for her back then. I drove her an inch from giving up her business there. But things worked out, and in the end, I got to know her. Can't knock him till you knock him, right? What? Can't knock him till you knock him? Do they say that? No, it's knock him till you try them. Anyways, after that, she'd show me some work pretty often. Felt like she was hoping I'd do things proper like she did. She sounds like a real good person. Sure as heck. Always felt like Silence saw this world a little too rosy though. Turns out there's a lot of things people who think like her can't ever make a headway on. Okay, maybe Silence a little naive, but she's also smart, and she ain't stubborn. So I'm always felt she's fine the way she is. I want to be friends with her. I may have plenty of friends, but I only got one like Silence. I really cherish her, you know. That's why you went to prison to help her. That's not all of it. Another part's why I once heard about this prison. Definitely been curious about this place. Another part's because Silence kind of changed this time. You mean her getting you to help someone jailbreak? And she begged me to help her get all this corporate intel together. I picture how Silence used to be. That doesn't fit with her doing this kind of stuff. Did something happen to her, you think? I don't know. Ever since she left Columbia and went to some shop called Rhodes Island, I never saw her again. Been stuck with pen paling. Never really made clear why she left Columbia either, but yeah, I guess something must have happened. In any case, Silence seems real dead set on this, so I figure I'll help her out proper for once. Kefka, hear me out. You might be a real good person yourself? You're saying you saw me as some stinker? I seem to remember you good Kafka, bad Kafka, and me straight into prison with you, you know? Imagine if I asked a stranger out of nowhere, hey, let's get locked up together. Don't matter how I ask, they'd think I was going nuts, right? So I needed a little more of an approach, you know? Yep, I cannot outwords you. Forget it. No. But anyways, I just don't think this is a real good or bad kind of thing. Kind of like how you're going all neck or nothing for the guy who once saved your family, but what you're actually doing is break him out of jail. If saying it's for a friend makes it kind of sure, then maybe more of my friends are good people than the ones who just put on the looks. But people who do bad stuff, even though they have good intentions, how do you call them good people, huh? I think you have a point. They could have just admitted they were bad people from the start, probably. Yeah, the jailer's just like mean mugging. He's like, you there. You violated the law. Pay the fine or pay with your life. Oops, here comes the jailers. Work's about to start. Catch you at the clinic later. You better hustle. Who knows? These people might get scrappy again soon. Mm-hmm. Kefka, you take care too. I'm gonna leave this stream with just a hard accent. And I'm gonna be stuck with this accent for like a week.
Let me handle the logistical support.
Good scenery here, Doctor.
加減はしますよ
I have to get serious now.
どこに向かえばよろしいでしょうまとめてかかってきやがれ ええ、ここにいます
A strong inmate who rushes to the forefront of chaotic brawls after being freed gains resistance and regenerates HP. What stage is this? This is 4. Interesting. Hey, Tony! A true Hey Tony event.
I won't be afraid.
Alright, click.
We're counting
Print.
on you again today, little apple.
Alright, we're just gonna use Ella back here. Grismont time. Or, no. Wait, hold on. What's the, wait, wait, hold on. Are you saying Mansfield Break is the A Tony event?
Such violence will not be
Because
tolerated.
that's Italian, isn't it? So it'd be like, that'd be something else, wouldn't it be?
I have to get serious now.
Here's a memento.
And now I sit here and wait. Approach, bastards.
From here on, all balance held by the orders of Yan. All beasts hunted by
Alright,
the
one
sons
mine
of
here. One mine here. Just for extra measure. Oh, I see what you mean. His mountain is Tony the Tiger. Yeah, because his name is Anthony. Yeah. Hey, Tony! Yeah, if it wasn't a southern drawl, I would love to do the fucking hey Tony. Hey, okay. I don't know if y'all go on TikTok or YouTube Shorts, but I've been getting the one where it's like the guy, the people doing the what's it called? Doing like the fucking Italian, like American Italian voices while they play like Valorant or something. And so it's the shit is like, what do you mean you don't watch The Godfather? TikTok is scary. Yeah, but they get some good shit sometimes. I get some of my inspiration on stuff to do from there. Actually, I don't think I've gotten any Arknights stuff on TikTok, which is surprising because I talk about Arknights a lot in front of my phone. My YouTube has it, but that's because I looked up Wizardell on my phone. Like, I looked up the W dance and the W song, and also other songs like In Sheath and Squad Unknown. So, you got a problem with knowing Kafka or something? No, I have no problem with knowing her. It's after I got to know her, I always hoped she'd be able to live a normal life, to never have to do those things she used to. I introduced her to what work I could. I even wanted to get her a job with Ryan Lab. That didn't pan out in the end. But no matter what, the entire time, I've been hoping for a better life for Kafka. I've been hoping for a better her, and that better was based on my standard of living at Ryan Lab. It's on Douyin. Oh, yeah, that's right. I always forget that the real big size audience for Arknights is in China, so it'd be Chinese social media, or it'd be like Nico Nico. It'd be like Douyin, Doyen, Billy Billy, and Nico Nico is like the major stuff. Well, I reckon a life at Ryan Lab's not bad, right? It was conditional on us not knowing just what we were doing. But as research workers, we should be pretty first place for knowing what we're doing, right? No, I don't mean in terms of research goals. I mean what was looming in the background. If our research would have some adverse effect if it truly succeeded, if our results would be appropriated for something, whether or not that happens would to be what we're researching right now. Since the diabolic crisis, what's been happening inside the company has had me starting to consider this. I, like you, like a majority of our colleagues, believed that our research was right, that our direction was ideal. But is that really how things are? Ifrit has given me considerable doubts. That seed of doubt compelled me to leave Ryan Lab for the time being, to head for Rhodes Island. So this is what's been on your mind all this time, Silence. During my time with Rhodes Island, I've continued my research, but on the flip side, I've begun to pay attention to some data I'd never paid mind before. My mentor gave me these data. I never before understood what purpose he had in handing me company and local data, and I had long since put them aside. But once I began analysis and research on these data, I came to all sorts of questions about them. After I first uncovered these questions, I struggled to sleep again. Are you talking about things to do with Anthony? No, Anthony, more precisely Simon Coe's affairs, were just one part amongst them, a tiny part even. There are so many more things going on, not just at Ryan Lab, but throughout the whole of Columbia. It was only then that I truly realized I understood far too little about this company I called Ryan Lab, this country I called Columbia. But I did not resign myself. I don't believe what happened to Ifrit, or what happened to Anthony, should be considered the norm. And that's why I involved myself in Anthony's affairs here. But perhaps all at once I've jumped too far. I feel the same now as I did then. That moment when Saria emerged from the experiment site with Ifrit cradled unconscious in her arms, as if I had been doused from head down in ice-cold water. Just what happened in that experiment? I don't know. What? I just thought I knew what I was doing, but now I realize I really don't know. I only know that I can never let Ifrit be treated like that again. This probably is the only thing I'm capable of persisting in now. Silence, you're a little drunk. I'll go get you some tea, so you sober you up. Dude, she drained the whole bottle. It's like when your mom says, "Oh, I'll just have a little cup, just a little sip," and just drains the whole bottle. I'm sorry, Silence. I don't know how to comfort you. It's not your fault, Meyer. I only blame ignorance of my own past. Personally, I think you already know a hell of a lot. Silence. Just everyone's got things they're not good at. Meyer, know this. I truly have not resigned myself. If I had come to know more, if I had come to know earlier, perhaps things wouldn't have become the way they are now. But it's not too late to learn things now, yeah? I think Director Milsis ought to reckon you're pretty strong too. I'm gonna tell the truth, Silence. You tell me. I feel like some bits of you resemble a few colleagues I have. You learned something you didn't know before, and you feel like everything you learned already was completely useless. Pointless. Not useless. Holy shit. Then you start grieving about, like, why you didn't get a chance to learn this all earlier. I'm not saying that's, like, incorrect, but I think it's a really boring way of going at it. What, everything you put in effort before is just useless? Just like that? Stuff's good for you just because it's new? Because if it really is, if you really feel like you can use it, then just go study it with the same effort you put in all those times before, right? It's not like you gotta rush for it. Here, drink this up. Tea for the mind. Things are different though. These matters aren't the same as academia. But there's sense in what you say too, I admit. Ah, geez, fine, I'll come over and feed you. Honestly, Silence, you've got zero alcohol tolerance. Why did I add an accent to Meyer? Meyer props up Silence, who's almost lying on the table, but bit by bit feeds some sobering tea into her mouth. Say Gex? I'm joking, I'm joking. How's that? Feel a little better? Much better. Thank you, Meyer. If you feel like things are too rough, we can just head straight back. No, it's not quite time yet. You're gonna keep chatting with Director Mulsis? Mm-hmm. That's my silence, pulling yourself together in a blink of an eye. I haven't, not at all. I'd love to run away right now, run and head straight back. But this is a very rare opportunity. Even if it hurts me, I have to see this through to the end. What you said might not be a solution to my current issue, but there is one part I believe to be very on point. I can only learn, accept all this new knowledge with the same effort I've had in the past. However, I also need to make some additional preparations. Thank you, Mudrock. Very cool. Dokuta. First half of the factions arc is that Serious isn't a very good parental figure compared to Silence. Really now? No risk, no reward. Ah, I gotta lane hold 2 areas now? That's lame. I could probably put like Zole here and Mudrock here. I'm back. You alrighty, Miss Silence? I'm alright. In fact, perhaps I should thank you. What for? Not much. Alright, well then, shall we continue? Where did you leave off? Anthony offering Robin the olive branch. I was just talking with Miss Meyer about how excellent his methods are. I feel you may simply be overthinking it. Perhaps he didn't think so hard about it at the time, and wanting to give Robin his pure goodwill? Honestly, I can't deny that sort of possibility. But if he was just a simple, kind-hearted person, there's no way of living through this world, Miss Silence. Forget it. I shouldn't be discussing this with you. Where did Meyer leave you? Once Kafka and Anthony wrapped up talks, Anthony finally decided to break out. We got to Robin waking up in the clinic, and Anthony inviting her onto the jailbreak team. I have to say, Miss Silence, I'm genuinely curious as to where you got this lead on Anthony from. From my mentor's things. Really? Director Parvis got stuck onto this too? Parvis, So, it's it's been an age since I had any direct contact with him. Moreover, I'm afraid he may not even know about this. Ever since I left Rhine Lab, I've sorted through a great deal of intel I never once cared about before. And within that, I caught onto the Simon's tale. Oh? This family's destruction was very rapid. Moreover, some data were camouflaged very well, so to many people's eyes, it seemed as though there was no change in the figures at all. But camouflage always tends to leave a trace, a statistical form here, a straight datum there. As long as you compare in detail, you'll find the problem that arises within. I was only giving those figures a try at first, just to see, and never expected I'd come across anything like this. You only realize by chance. No, I guess it was inevitable. But why the sudden interest in sorting out all that data? Because my trust in Rhine Lab and my mentor has started to wane. The Diabolic Crisis? No, not just that. The Diabolic Crisis precipitated Seria's departure. What happened after that? I presume you understand even better than I do, Director Mulsis. I see now. Wowie, I was just asking without thinking. Should you really have come out with all this? Isn't it what you wanted to hear? I'm not good at covering things up, Director Mulsis. So once I thought it through, I decided to be candid with you. I may not be fond of my mentor at all, but he said something that's stuck in my mind ever since. What makes the schemers sweat is open talk. Seems like I'm the villain here, huh? No, my time living at Rose Island has taught me one thing, and it's that not everyone who goes against you should be considered an enemy. I believe that you're no villain, and neither is Saria. It is only that you and I, and Saria, have no way to reach a mutual understanding. Maybe, yeah. Director Mulsis, do you still want to hear more? Of course, we were just getting to the good part. But the story's pretty much nearing the end here, isn't it? I mean, at that point, Anthony's whole jailbreak crew was more or less in place, right? Anthony himself, Doma the Mortician, Kafka, temp worker Mina, Ad and Robin, and everyone pulls together to kick ass and pull a prison break, right? No, things aren't that simple. Eh? No one said Robin joined Anthony's team. Eh? It's true that after that, Kafka, Doma, and Anthony started working out how to pull off the jailbreak, and Robin was even included in it. But things were not that simple. What happened? You still remember the helper you mentioned Hydebro sought out? I do. What about him? He found Robin. Oh, we're just going straight into it, huh?
The arrow has been knocked. Do not hesitate.
Oh, you start here? That's lame.
I'm here to help. Ooh, we're counting on you again today, little apple.
But yeah, to help out,
When chaos abounds,
that would work.
tugging a single thread can pull the entire net.
Ooh, I have to get serious now.
Man, I'll do.
Got it.
Time for you to go. All right, see you, Yoram. I think we're swinging on by. And then we'll do this.
This is a battlefield.
And then now I just start. Oh. I wasn't paying attention. Hold on.
I'm fine. Get it together, everyone.
Yeah, I was not paying attention. I forgot that Zwolle is one block and he really needs a defender. Or he doesn't need it, but you kind of need to pay attention.
出発するよ。隠密行動を心がけてね。
7, 6, 7, 8. There we go.
I'm here to help.
All right, start printing.
Gather around me, guys.
Really should just do it like right. Honestly, I should just do Mud Rock here. Enemy stages get really funky. Yeah, it's a little weird.
I won't be afraid. Ooh, almost dozed off. I have to get serious now.
What do you mean by no? It's actually
Stirring of grass
funky.
will go overlooked.
Huh? Am I missing context?
Ooh, gather around me, guys. Yeah, don't.
Oh, you'll have to use your brain a lot? Oh.
いいよ。準備はできてるから。
That will make me feel pain? Oh, that's not good.
引っかかっててね。
What if I don't want to feel pain? Hey, what the fuck is that? Why did the font change for this one? An inmate who's proficient in Originium Arts, increasing the attack speed of all enemies on the field and present. When in prison, does not attack but has increased defense. After being freed, attack 2 targets at once prior to attacking imprisonment devices. I gotta wait for him to walk up. Now, I know it's not that one, but I just find it really odd that he has that.
Ooh, almost. I have to get serious now.
Oh, they're gonna kill Gray, sadly.
From here on, oh no further. This road is
One day we get an enemy whose description is just any ominous message in scary font. That would be interesting. That would be interesting if that was the case. What? Bang. Wow, prison. That's a big toilet, all things considered. What am I even meant to do? Is something the matter, sir? Ah, Miss Robin, I've been wanting to meet you. I presume right now you're wavering over whether to continue your own hit or if you help Anthony jump ship. Who are you? My name is Jesselton, Miss Robin. Don't you worry, I'm just like you. I'm one of the hitmen sent in here to take out Anthony. And I so happen to hear Mr. Anthony inviting you to break out. Mr. Anthony, Captain Bartons was wondering if you were doing okay. Are you hurt? Nothing serious, just a few scrapes. Let him know to wait a little longer. I'll be finished here soon. Right, not a problem. Take your time. He'll start moonwalking. You were the jailer back there. Ah, looks like you remember me. Wonderful. I'd like to imagine I'm pretty memorable. If you had gone and forgotten me, why, I'd feel sad as a burden beast. You were listening there the whole time? I was the one who brought your prison pals over while they were out stone cold. Anthony might have kept his voice down in that safe room of his, but see, I'm the kind of person who notices things. Wasn't difficult at all to listen in. What are you trying to do? I'm here to give you a deal, Miss Robin. A deal? A deal. Of course, we can't forget to praise Mr. Anthony for his moves. What he did was offer you the olive branch, but truth is, whether you accepted it or not, it wouldn't do him no harm. Marvelous move. I gotta say, even I can't help but give it a gold star. It's a crying shame that he don't understand who you are. Otherwise, I fear he'd have given a second thought. Who I am. Yup. You see, you, Miss Robin, haven't yet sensed the factual relationship that exists between you and Mr. Anthony. You get to the point? Miss Robin, do you still recall the name of that place your pop worked back in his lively days? Black Cloud. Right on. Black Cloud Trade Corporation. Your pop was the general manager there. Right when his business reached the shining peak, Black Cloud Trades only went under. After that, no matter how he tried, business never picked up again. Ever since, he kept tumbling, started drinking. These days, he lies on a hospital bed waiting for his medical fee so he can get operated. So, you know who bankrupted Black Cloud Trade? You don't mean. Correct. Simon Co. themselves. The family name Mr. Anthony is so proud of? Simon. One and the same. Why am I giving Jesselton such a fucking slimy such a slimy like southern like he's like a swindler southern accent. Of course, I gotta prove I'm being genuine, so let me give you the whole picture. Short story is, 6 years ago, the Simons and Hydbro fought over something. Both sides wanted the other half's pie. Both sides were pretty even weights. Their tussling and bustling grew and grew until the day until the day someone drew blood. In the end, it was Hydbro one step ahead, and the Simons were dust in the wind. During the calamity, Smith Simon, at the head of the family, decided his only son, Anthony Simon, ought to be sent to another city. And then, once he escaped to Ironforge City, poor little Anthony got captured. The lucky thing is, in Ironforge City State's law, all criminals are tried in the state itself. In other words, he was not sent back to Bunker Hill City for trial. Then after that, state law said he'd be locked in their own Mansfield State Prison. Now, I gotta say, I think old Smith planned this well in advance, sending his son to Ironforge to be captured. When all's said and done, Anthony's safe precisely because he's not in Bunker Hill City, where Hydbro ruled the land. Does this have anything to do with my pop? Of course it does. I just told you Simon were competitors of the kind with Hydbro. Even if they were a move behind, they'd still get the last word and while death was a-coming. And there among the gang they spat the last word at. Why? That was your old man's company, Black Cloud Trade. We can also assume, if the Simons were one step ahead of Hydbro instead, then Smith Simon would have had the marvels to far outstrip the brothers all those years. But just like the Simons who went poof overnight, Black Cloud Trade took the Simons' deaths struggles square, and when the sun came up, they'd vanished. Your pop, of course, wanted to make a comeback, but would his rivals give him the chance? Not in a million years. So, Colombian business goes. Times it stinks more of blood than the battlefield. And because of that, your pop's never been up on his feet since. Now, so I gotta admit it. It makes total sense why Mr. Anthony wants to get out of here and give Hydbro hell twice over. But you, Miss Robin? We can both assume for sure If Hydro never wiped out the Simons, then the Simons would have never taken down your pop's Black Cloud trade with them. We can also assume if the Simons were one step ahead Hydro instead, then Smith Simon would have had ambitions to far outstrip the brothers all those years. He might have even been more peaceful in dealing with Hydro's various underling firms. But if don't live anywhere. Present reality is, the Simons have caused your old man's collapse. Hey, Jesselton? We are forgetting one critical thing. Who the fuck caused the Simons to collapse? That's right. Hyde Bros. So, is it not Hyde Bros' fault that her dad's company collapsed? Are you really blaming the fact that in their death throes they shut down their subsidiaries? Jesselton, this is a shit argument. Come on. Unless I'm misunderstanding something. And the guy you're killing, Anthony Simon, is that family's last man standing. Their sole survivor. I don't think it adds up like that. Sure. Of course, I'm not going to tell you this is righteous, Miss Robin. This ain't no justice at all. If tragedies can be weighed, then I must say the debt Hydro owes Mr. Anthony is far heavier than what Mr. Anthony owes you. But does that mean your revenge has to wait until its sweet turn until this is done? Is your pain worth less than his? That ain't right. Pain's an equal mistress. Justin can never beat starting a game. Think about all those miserable years your old man's gone through. You've got enough reason to put the big guy to death, don't you? Aye. And we must consider something else too, Miss Robin. Something even more practical. The Simons are already ruined. Even if Mr. Anthony can break his way out, even if he promises to sweeten your bomb, even at the very end he succeeds, what the hell is he able to give you? Can he pay for all those urgent medical fees for you? Can he get your pop to the most cutting-edge hospital out there for treatment? Maybe old Smith passed his business brain down to his son, but in the short term, he can't do squat. But me, I can give you those things. You can think it over, Miss Robin. You can think it over, Mr. Robin. Oh, he's generous, Jay. You're the one hiring me? I am, here in the flesh. I sympathize with your experiences, but I've figured out how you tick. I know you ain't willing to take charity. I don't like giving others charity either. So I've prepared for you a deal. Why would you tell me all that? Of course, I was not planning to reach out to you first. Only this move Mr. Anthony made has forced me out. Forgive my sorrows once more, but after living in here, even I was one step away from Mr. Anthony's boldness winning me over. And if I hadn't told you any of this, you wouldn't have let that cheap sympathy go to your head. And you would have chosen to help me. And if I were running some basic con on you today, saying Mr. Anthony about your old man's company down, I'd worry about you hearing the full picture from his side soon enough. And wouldn't I look like a cheat and a scoundrel then? You'd want nothing to do with me. So I might as well tell you everything you ought to know. Let you choose for yourself. Go and put all these past disputes to one side. Just think about this one. Simple question. You gonna choose to help out of sympathy with likely no returns? Or are you gonna help me for all I've promised in your interest? You know, putting on the southern accent is like pretty natural to me. But I feel like sometimes it starts to like blend into like other regions of the South, and it gets really bad. And also, it feels like every time I put on the southern accent, I get really into it when it's a villain with a southern accent instead of a main character. Miss Robin, have you decided? I'm in. She will betray them.
A unit never takes the same formation as water never takes the same
out
shape.
of
Such
interest
extraordinary
of
planning and execution.
me
Doctor, I cannot
recovering
fathom the past.
from my current sickness. I don't know if you heard me sniffling or when I had to mute to blow my nose, but I'm currently a little sick. I think I'll end it there. But before we do that, let's unlock Robin. We will come back. The fuck do you do? We will come back tomorrow with it. But first, hold on. We're not ending stream yet, though. We're not ending stream yet. What we're gonna do is we have to do something. So, in Headhunt, we have Kernel locating. So I can freely select it. So let's decide what we're gonna go for. So I don't have any of these. So what should I go for? I think I need Blaze and I need Ifrit. Rainbow Six banner is right there, man. I know it's right there. Yeah, so it's like a toss-up. I don't think I've ever borrowed a Vanguard. It's like Bagpipe could be useful. And then it's like a toss-up. Bagpipe, XU, Asia, Bagpipe. Yeah, and Blaze, yeah. So it really is just like a toss-up. It's like I like Blaze's kit because it's sit and forget. And then guaranteed 5-star. I own these. If I'm getting Logos, yeah, I probably am getting Logos. Because I can barely understand. Dude, wait. Yeah, that's a good reason. From here, I'm thinking Tylopsis. Is Warfarin good? Shamir, Lapland, Shamir. Oh, isn't Lapland the silence? Oh, and also, dude, Warfarin is the big buffer. Warfarin Omega busted. Interesting. And then, okay, to be honest, we're getting Lapland for her silence and also for Lapdom. That's the only reason we're getting Lapland. For the silence, which is useful, but mainly because of Lapdom. I really like it. She can buff 60% of OP attack. Oh, wow. That's cool. I think the issue is... The issue here is that Blaze is easy, but I have three lane holders. I have Zola, I have Mountain, and I have Mudrock. I really don't need another lane holder. Cave, Silver Ash, and Nightingale, the only unique things here in Kernel. Yeah, I don't have Aja. That is true. Nightingale. My heals are pretty bad. Easy arts. Yeah, but I'm gonna pull Logos in November, I feel like. Like a toss-up. We can never get enough of lane holder. Yeah, Bagpipe for Myrtle and then 5-star the heals. Yeah. I could do Ifrit. I could do Ifrit for funny Ifrit tile. Am I pulling this banner? I think I'll do like Originum or something. I don't know. Since I'm selecting, I might as well do a free 10 to see who I can get the 5s. Shining, Hoshi. Ah, fuck it. Let's get Silver Ash. I want something to reveal Invis. I'm tired of these rat bastard Invis people. Because what it is Totter can see him, and then like, oh right, yeah, Inez and I have Yana actually. Hold on. No, I don't have to care about Invis. That was the only reason I wanted Silver Ash actually. I'm fine with Bagpipe because Bagpipe is funny. Ifrit is also funny. By the logic of funny, I should be doing Bagpipe, Tylopsis, Lapland, Warfriend, and like, yeah, and like that's it. 10 seconds, 25 seconds skill cycle. Yeah. But it's like a useful one where I could do like choke points. That is true. It is slower redeploy. I think by logic of funny, I want these characters. Okay. Realistically, if we were by doing my usual logic, I would put these in a roulette wheel. Actually. Hold on. All right, roulette wheel. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gambling on Gambling. We're gambling on who to gamble? You goddamn right. All right. Blaze, Exu, Ifrit, Hoshi, Shining, Silver, Knight, Aja, Kave, Bag, Scotty, Sus. Hold on. There you go. It's a run. Do I have a gambling addiction? Oh, Ayaf Jala. Yeah, whatever. All right. Let's go gambling. Oh, fuck. All right. I guess the first one is Suze. No. No, all of you shut up. No, maxing. All right, next. Oh, it's Hoshi. So it's none of the original. All right. So Suzerain and Hoshi. And then now let's do the other two. The wheel has spoken. This is depressing. All right. Sora, Zima, okay, you know what? Hold on. We're just gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It goes from 1 through 6. 1, 2, 3, 18, 20. So 1 through 20. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, what am I doing? Wait, I should just do a D20. D20 roller. All right. Crazy how I clutched defeat from the jaws of victory. All right, so if I roll number 12, which is hold on, you guys can't see it. So I'm rolling a D20. So it is 12, which is Manticore. And then we roll again. Hello? 20. There we go. Which is 9. Which is Warfarin. Okay. Okay. And then now our final roll is 17. Hold on. Oh. And 17 is Reed. This is our gambling Colonel banner. No, is Reed not? Hold on. 1, 2, no, because 6, 12, 18, 17. Right? I'm going across. I'm going across. 1 through 6, 2 through 7 through 12. Yeah, you're tired. Yep, it's Reed. So it's Warfarin, Manticore, and Reed. The game. That is certainly a banner. Guys, do I like gambling a little too much? Fuck it. It's for the I do Chimera instead of Reed. Save another. Add Lapdome. Oh my god. Oh, I want Lapland, but this is so funny. All right. Hold on. We will do one gamble. All right. Hold on, the wheel has spoken, but I'm gonna raise you a coin flip. Coin flip. Dude, 99% of gamblers quit before they hit, okay? Alright. If it's heads, I replace Hoshiguma with Bagpipe. We're not replacing Hoshiguma. If it's... Okay, now, if it's tails, I replace Reed with... Shit, who was it? I replace Reed with Lapland. We're replacing Reed with Lapland. Coward? Hey. I have abided by the rules of the gamble, okay? I have gone 3 layers deep with my gamble. I rolled the wheels. Then I rolled a d20 for the 5-star. And finally, we brought it to the ultimate gamble, a coin flip. The most unbiased gamble. Yeah, this banner still looks like ass. This banner definitely still looks like ass. Wifey instead of Tex Alter for... Now do Russian roulette? What the fuck is Russian roulette? I can't just like randomly pick and choose. Need Blaze and Bagpipe. Okay, realistically, I walk away with Lapland. This shit is fine. Like, this banner is A-okay. Alright. Suzerain will be available at the store, and Warfarin will... actually, let's change that. I want Lapland to be available in the store in case I don't hit. Both are great, yeah. 5 Suzus. Could you imagine I just lose all of my my incoming banner luck to just getting like randomly 5 Suzus in one banner? Tsuzo. We're one fair and square. Yeah. All right. No bagpipe. Maybe I'll get it on off rate. All right. We're confirming. We're confirming our selection. All right. Slight issue. I don't think I have 10 pulls. I have 5. I have 5 and 5. So I literally am just pulling one in a row. Or yeah, over and over in a row. So, I mean, might as well. I have 5 here and I have 5 here. So I guess. 2 singles till I hit a 5-star. Yeah. Alright. Yo, watch this drive. Watch as I simply just hit after doing that layer of gambling. I did not just hit.
Frost leaf. Former
Another
mercenary.
frost leaf.
From now on.
Oh, these are
I'm your
universal
operator.
certificates.
Assign me.
I did not get her. You did not get Suze. Alright. Behold, the power to simply just hit. Fuck.
Hello. I'm Myrrh.
Hold on.
Dr.
We're
Thompson gave
gonna-
me this title.
We're just
She
not.
said-
We're just simply not manifesting the hit enough. Let me cook. Stop swearing, but that's part of the fun. All right. To be fair, I did have to bleep out a lot. I need to do a bad Italian accent. I don't even know what the bad like. Ooh, it's I don't even know. Like, ooh, it's Mia Mario. I have to get the 5-star. That is a
Lancer
2.
Fang, captain of Reserve Op Team A1. My team and I will do our
Fuck.
best to serve Rhodes Island.
I cook the chocolate spaghetti. Oh, maybe Southern. All right. Lapland, I need you to come out right now. We're gonna use one more headhunting permit. You better come out right now. Fuck.
Nice to meet you,
Chat somewhere is
Doctor.
boring right now.
I'm Lena, the perfumer. Interesting job.
All right. I know what didn't work before, but clearly this one works right now. Fuck.
私は勝った。ただの傭兵だ。
All right.
オリパシーを患ったので。
I'm in too deep already.
代わりに
I'm in too deep already. I need to commit for the bit. All right, and now we're using a rundum. I know the permits weren't to your liking. Fuck.
Nice to meet you, Doctor. I'm Lena, the perfumer. Interesting job.
Try to imitate Mountain. What was it? He has like just a really deep. Dokunazo. Behold the power of a single pull. Definitely a single pull. Fuck.
コードネームはバイ
We are not hitting it.
からロドスで。
We are not hitting it today, chat. We are going all 10 pulls. You think I'm not getting Manticore? You summon a Pinecone with Mountain? Yeah. Do Tashanka? Alright. I don't even remember. Tashanka is the Russian, right? The Rainbow Six operator here. I believe that this bag will be a 5-star. Fuck. Ah!
Hop car from Operation Reserve Team.
Why are you here?
Reporting in. I'm
No. Alright, hold on. It is now. We're going back to the coin flip. Heads, I get it in this pool. Tails, I don't get it in this pool. Fuck. It appears Lady Luck is not on my side. And Lady Luck was correct. No! I was hoping for the opposite luck.
Reporting in.
Another Myrtle?
Call me Myrtle. Myrtle of Durin. Durin said I could get a job here, so what have you...
Alright, well, alright, there's not much confusion here. Oh, it's not even the 6-star. Yeah, it's a 5-star. Not Manticore. Not Manticore. Not Manticore. Not Manticore. Yeah! Let's go! That's all we came here for. We got the lap dumb. That's all that mattered, baby. We lost 10 pools for the Wizardell, but we did it for the funny gamble. Oh, that means I can I can max out Perfumer potential too. And nice. Frost Leaf should be max as well. I'm now ready for CC2. Is that all it takes for CC2? Just a bit of silencing? I got you, your summon shift. Oh, you're also a trap master. I forgot about that. And Lapland, your lord. You will just silence, right? Yeah. Special ability. Oh, hell. Yeah, no? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and so... Oh, shit. Suze is 180. Fuck. Or 2,000. Because I have the 120 now. Yeah. I also don't really care too much about Suzerain. Is it just SP? And then our slow... A2 is slowed or inflicted with 20% fragile. Yeah. Yeah, I really don't care about Suzerain, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. Go all the way. 20 pools. Goodbye, Suzerain. You will not be used. Alright, well, thank you all very much for joining this last minute gamble of a gamble of a gamble of a gamble of another gamble. I do not have a problem. I will likely make a clip of this though. See, what I think is that you guys simply aren't you guys aren't gambling enough with your gamble. I feel like if you're a gacha player, you should gamble all the way to the final tier of the gamble. Now, where that tier ends, I have no idea. But I think you're not gambling hard enough. I'm desperate for the 44%. Yeah, I mean, if I don't get the debuff, I kind of just suffer for it. And that's my fault, but... Anyway, yeah, so I need to sleep to recover from a mild cold. I think it was when I went on Sunday with like no sleep to go get McDonald's and it was cold out. And I got a slight cold from that, I think. But other than that, nothing too. Oh, the stream is ending? My condolences, the stream is ending. It's not that long of a VOD if you want to watch it. If you want to skip to the funny, you should skip to like the last 20 minutes, which is just me gambling of a gamble of a gamble. My Lapland should be Reed. I gambled on whether or not we were replacing. By the rules of the gamble, I won. The next one, do a Twitch prediction as well. A Twitch prediction? You want a poll or a prediction? Because I was gonna say, for a Twitch prediction, you guys have to come to Twitch. I can do it. I can do. Okay. Start a poll. So you can gamble 0 points. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it doesn't. Yeah, I'm a coward and a thief. This is heresy. I am not. I'm not a coward and a thief. I abided by the rules of the gamble. If you want to if you want it a different way, you have to win the gamble. You have to win the gamble to prevent my gamble from winning. That is the rule we have here. That's also actually what I wanted to do. I can take a little bit of time to talk about my intentions. What I wanted to do is at some point, when I open up the Discord, I make it so that you guys can just gamble against each other, and you just have points calculated through like a bot in the Discord, or you can do it in stream. The issue is it's a little harder, and I also don't want to keep clogging chat with like stream bot commands where you guys are gambling against each other, because it's kind of annoying. I rigged it in my favor. Well, guess what? I'm the house. This is my account. I'm allowed to rig it in my favor. You want to rig it in your favor? Where can you join Discord? I need to set it up. Probably in like a month. Probably by end of month once I figure out how to get what I want to do. And I'll open it up and it'll be public for like a week, and I'll close it off to any new joins. And I'll announce when that is. But yeah. You wanna not be it? If you wanna have it not be rigged, eat shit. I rigged it. It's me. I'm the owner. The house never loses, except when the house loses. Anyway, thank you all very much for joining me. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow and finish Mansfield Break.
Yeah, ho.